You're dead.
So
I was scared that I was before.
with that, why don't we get into our attempted rephrasing of recaps and go around and say what we remember from last episode. Start with Nessa.
Highlight would be the goop hole loophole.
Ah, yes, in our Discord, I later realized that Glabella only got into the insect nest because she had the gloop hole loophole. Sulthira, what was your standout highlight from last week?
Well, Jin kept falling over. And I had to heal him.
Accurate. Jin?
I remember Sulthira kept falling over, and I had to keep healing her.
Accurate. Brom?
I remember I kept falling over, and Brom's not going to get any more fights.
You hurt a lot, though. For the 5 seconds you're up, you're just like...
Yeah. Yeah, he said, hey, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, bug. And the bug said, you're dead. Shut up.
It did, though.
Yeah.
As for my recollection, I remember the moment that there was almost a fight between Bugsy and Brom because of a misunderstanding with Goop.
There are a lot of puns. Like, more than our usual number of puns, which is impressive.
I feel like that's the charm of this series, or nightmarish horror, if you lean that way.
Well, there are people who watch nightmarish horror, so...
Come watch our Wednesday show for the nightmarish horrors, and then come watch our Thursday shows for the other flavor of nightmarish horrors.
And walk outside for the other flavor. Oh, too soon?
Yes.
Too soon?
Yes.
I hear it.
Don't remind me about IRL. That game sucks.
Horror and sex 100% sells. If you combine them in a movie, top tier.
Yeah, I feel like the latest patches for Outside just really tanked the experience. I don't like the most recent expansion.
They screwed up the meta.
Can we like revert back to the old version?
I'm trying to find one of
We
those
do a World of
invisible
Warcraft
walls
thing?
outside, but they moved them all around.
I forgot that when we leveled up, I get 2 new spells. So guess who can also heal now?
Oh, thank God, we need it.
Y'all learned your lesson after I spent a technically in the balancing guidelines, but very difficult fight.
Yeah, I imagine in the future, anytime fights happen, first thing Brom's gonna say is, "Nah, bro, you got more than one hand. I ain't fighting you." Yeah, if you have more than one hand, you can hit more than once. Apparently.
Apparently, dude. Just the number of arms you have increases the number of attacks you get.
These fucking monk cockroaches.
6 attacks each. 68 damage. I have 12 health, dude.
Screams and Merilith.
Okay. So, last we left off, we were dealing with the fallout from the fight, and this music is way too cheery, but we're just going to move past it. We were dealing with the fallout, both metaphorical and literal, from the Gobrak betrayal during the negotiations. You all had managed to cover and protect Glabella and Slyman from the terrible assault, and you are in the process of not dragging them. How are you transporting them back to the Rollers' territory?
I'm watching them do it.
I'm wearing the skin, the husk of a dead cockroach, first of all.
Oh, man.
That is not disinfected at all.
It felt pretty like nothing can go through that. So
I was imagining putting one slime on each shoulder. I'm imagining them as about roughly like this big. I don't know
how big are they?
Right or not?
Can I request a minor modification?
Yes.
Because the slimes have been established to be like goopy and difficult to hold on to, you have to carry them in Gobrak shells.
Oh. Ironic and fucked up at the same time.
That's the show! Yeah.
All right. Well,
Finally
Ostrich can carry a few of these, at least. Let's make sure they don't actually touch my stuff.
I'm gonna let Bugsy carry Glabella, because I mean Of course.
Yeah, can I get some spirit strength checks from y'all?
Just as soon as I remember to have dice ready. Bring up this tabletop.
Buffalo Bill going to families of victim wearing the skin. Yeah, kind of got that
9.
feel. Just have Bugsy just walking around while he watches you carry his supposed enemies in his brother's shell. Sure. So what do we got?
I rolled a 9.
Got a 9.
Sorry, what were we rolling?
We are rolling spirit strength to represent the will to carry on and the strength to trudge through this swampy territory. No, it's not weird. I'm glad you
10.
understand. 10,
8.
8, Brom?
Also an 8.
Gotcha. Well, with some difficulty through your combined efforts, you all manage to carry the slimes to safety. You convene in Slimon's planning room, and as you finally dump him off of his platter, he just lets out a giant of relief. Oh, thank you. I thought I was a goner.
Now, what have we learned?
Damn Gobrax can never be forgiven.
That I don't think that
I'm
was
gonna turn to Nessa. You kind of walked into that one.
thought the takeaway was, maybe be nice to the natives. Don't piss them off.
Sure.
Especially when they're your food source.
We'll talk about it.
Also, if you had defeated the Gobrax, what would you guys eat?
We're in a literal swamp.
I mean, sure, it would take a couple years.
Anyways, we were thinking of this, kind of building these pens of a sort. So, get some fences and...
What are you penning in?
Oh, nothing. Kind of, looks over at Bugsy and then looks away. Just, I don't know, just a shadow of a thought that we might have been having. Anyways, about your award.
I suggest you get a counselor or something because your decision making by yourself just does not work.
Well,
I think
guess
that's what his counsel was for.
since he can't kill them, if he imprisons them, that's the next best thing.
But I mean, outside of the assault, I'm not sure that Gobrax did anything terribly wrong in order to deserve being imprisoned.
Yeah, putting people in prison just doesn't work. It just means the next generation is going to be mad and start another fight. So you should probably figure something else out.
I kind of feel like they don't understand the rule that you don't shoot the messenger, though. And when they beat the shit out of us, they kind of lost, in my book, the empathy card.
That's why we should get out of this swamp.
I agree.
Point is, coulda, shoulda, woulda, you guys are at war. And this guy, I point to Bugsy, has a weapon that, should help you guys even the odds a little bit. So, best we can do for you.
What voice was I using for Bugsy? I don't even remember.
A cockroach like one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just chirps and stuff.
Yes, I have this here. He holds up some insecticide and just kind of looks down and away. I got it from our apothecary. And apothecary. Oh, And you're saying there's more of this? Of a sort.
I think you need to figure out how to make it yourself.
Well, I'll get our finest slimeentists on this right away. just kind of like jumps up and absorbs the insecticide into his body and then like hops a couple feet away before Bugsy can react.
As he does that, I kind of look at Sophia and I go, I was just thinking that. What if they like absorbed it in their bodies and then the slime they left behind become like a basically death trap for the roaches who eat the slime?
I don't think that's how metabolism works.
Also, I'm not sure
Ask
if
your book.
the insecticide is safe for them either.
What are you looking up, Solf? Oh,
I'm
hey,
looking
thanks for
up
the
to
follow.
see how snail metabolism works to
Right.
see if they can eat insecticide and then spread it as they walk.
Hey, Meat Tray. Meat Tray is one of my guys in the Sunday game I play in.
Sweet. Well, welcome to the channel. Okay, that's some pretty specific information, but you can certainly roll.
I will roll my dice, which are currently D10s.
I mean, we've come to the conclusion, if you haven't realized it, that when Brahm comes up with a good idea and says, I don't know, check the book, Sophia's going to check the book.
And that's a 14.
Oh, damn, that's a really good roll. With that, you do, in fact, manage to get some information, some old studies on slime anatomy, and you find out that they do, in fact, absorb the liquids that they come in contact with, and often, like leak them out as they travel across the environment. You got to see this firsthand while you were going through the Govrak caves, where Glabella absorbed some of the surrounding dirt and other
Poo.
debris.
He absorbed poo.
Looks like it, if they eat enough, it'll actually work kind of that way. They would still have to figure out how to make more, though, because just one's not going to work. Everyone needs to pretty much consume the same amount for it to happen that way.
So I do now have an idea for how to deal with the rampant vampire problem, but another day.
Wait,
There's vampires?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
asking
say
my dad.
something like that and then say, don't worry about it. Especially to a child.
wait.
I'm
Do
not a
not
child.
worry
I'm
about it.
16. Excuse me.
I hadn't heard that. Are there a lot of vampires back in our hometown?
Oh, no, not in our hometown.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
this
would know
something
about them if they
I'm
were in our
supposed to be
hometown.
aware of? Because I legitimately don't know what you're talking about.
It's canon.
There's vampires somewhere.
Okay, out of character for a second. I had the thought of, well, that would solve the vampire problem because you could then just feed them a bunch of human blood. Then they excrete and create human blood.
Oh, they
and
don't-
then boom, vampire is solved.
They eat their own shit,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it's peaceful.
That is the entirety of where that thought line went, and then I said it out loud for some godforsaken reason.
Sure,
You
why
brought
not?
vampires
And here we are.
You brought vampires to Ryuutama. Ryuutama. I'm not saying the name of this
Ryu?
damn.
Rio Tomasa.
Ryuutama.
Close enough.
It's not a tumor!
Anyways, it's been a long day, and we are definitely in your debt. But one small token of our appreciation, he kind of hops over to a shelf in the back corner and then hops back. In order to show our gratitude, we can offer you this. And you see inside his goopy body a giant overflowing sack of gold coins, as well as a small glass vial with some mysterious blue powder in it that's glowing.
Okay. Ostrich, come here, and I'm gonna get a bucket and put some of the water in it, and I'm gonna tell him. Could you just
No,
dump the
just
slime
reach
coins
right in there. Don't worry, nothing awkward
No.
about it.
Jin, can you do it?
Brom or Jen?
Yes.
I like hit
Jin is at this
Sophia
point.
on the back, and I go, Sophia, you got it, and kind of push her towards the slime.
No, I don't.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
just
back up.
right in here. Come on, you can do it.
Jin
Let's
is
get all
already
cozy.
reaching into it,
Okay.
and he's salivating over this amount of gold.
Just put the gold in
Oh!
the water, please, to wash it.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
you should
sprinkle
tell
some-
the girls back home that that's what you're into.
What?
Okay.
Gold?
Wait, what's Jen into?
Well,
Oh,
he
I-
was just
She
he was
just,
just into that slime.
yeah,
apparently.
he just looked really excited to reach into that slime.
It
Because
is-
there was gold in it. I'm not sure how. This is hard to understand. Gold
This-
is great. Gold
Just
is
put the
good.
gold in the water. Oh my god, I'm
Fine,
not
I'll
touching
put the
that.
gold in the damn water.
This is really just saying that Jin will do anything for money.
Yes.
Not anything, but we can
Jin,
I start-
negotiate.
I start counting the gold as we pull it out of water. How much did he give us?
You all, oops. I
Hey,
need to
Jin,
fix my
did-
camera.
Did you?
But you got 5,500.
So that's
Total?
an amount each.
Did Jin reach in
Also, I'm
and grab it,
currently-
or did he reach around?
He reached in and grabbed it.
Hey, you guys did this shit to me last week. You're getting it back.
I did no such thing. Do not blame me for the sins of others.
That's true, but you were the only one who made it possible for that to come out of my mouth.
What's coming out of your mouth now?
Oh,
Reach arounds.
Reach arounds.
Okay. Did I miss anything while I was fixing my camera?
Reach arounds.
reach arounds.
Gotcha. And also, by the way, this container has one of our most treasured possessions, going back generations to my great father, Slimicus III.
It's generations.
call
like
it-
30 years.
It's about 2 weeks, but don't worry about it. Anyways, we call it Sliman's powder.
Let me guess. You have it because it's pretty?
Among other things, it makes very good glitter.
What's it
I
smell
think
like?
I know who's going to show up for this.
What's it smell like?
Yeah.
Puppy dogs and rainbows.
Ooh. I like dogs.
Overs and balloons.
I've never smelled
red balloons.
rainbows before.
Lucky Charms.
Well, shall we continue our travels?
Yeah. Right before we exit the room, I'm going to turn to Slimon and say, I hope after a while you'll stop being so salty over this whole affair. And take my
Damn it!
exit.
That was genocide you're joking about.
I had to because my
Wow.
assault pun has
Ah.
flying
Oh,
over people's heads.
and the affair is because
I got
his
it.
daughter was doing it with the cockroach guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, let's all make our checks for the day. We're not going to do
Alright.
camping. Well, we're doing
Movement.
movement. We already did condition. We're doing movement and
Direction.
direction. Yes, thank you. My mind
So
is
we're
somewhere
at
else today.
the no HP we have.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, you could take
Oh,
a
wait.
day if you want. Not even a
Are
problem.
you saying that the
Oh, did we
earlier
have the wrong
strength
name?
spirit we did? Are you saying that was our condition check?
No,
Oh,
no,
shit.
no. We did
Oh.
our condition check last episode.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
the,
yeah.
The
You're
earlier
right.
strength spirit was to see how successful we were at carrying people back.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I just realized that I had the stream running and I thought I had updated the title and go live notification, and instead it was still sitting at the window prompt. So
Nice.
I'm so proud
Wait,
of
so we
myself
haven't been
right
live?
now. Oh, we've been live.
I was saying, how is chat still?
We've
huh?
been live with like Scion or something like. Oh no, it was some random game that they were playing on Tuesday. Which actually, the video on demand of that is available. It was a beautiful piece of a train wreck. It was like literally, the RPG was about the filming of a telenovela. Not acting one out like something in the spirit of, no, it was literally making one and then doing the scenes, talking about the, yeah, it was glorious and beautiful. And
What was it as ridiculous as Isekai High School?
same speed, but more,
Impressive.
yeah, same.
All right.
Most impressive.
So we're doing a strength dex check
I failed.
Strength.
because you have no strength and no dexterity.
What number are we looking to try to get to?
It's not super easy.
All right. So
Oh God, why did my brain go there?
Are we in the
Can't just
desert
say
or the
that.
swamp doing this movement?
Well, see,
You are in a
my
swamp.
immediate thought was if
Alright.
Jin doesn't have any strength or dexterity, he must be really disappointing to the women, unless he just makes up for it in spirit.
I do have D8 spirit. And a very sizable knowledge of anatomy.
You might say that you have a big head. Anyways.
8.
I know more about anatomy now.
We are looking for 10.
That would have been a crit
fucked
for
it.
me.
7.
What page is the items on? I'm trying to see if my gear comes
I did not
into
make
play.
it. I cannot make it unless I crit.
Oh, buddy.
I think only Brom can make this.
Yeah.
I could have made
so-
it, but I rolled a 1 on my D8.
So I made an 11, but I just was trying to see if any of my gear come into play because I have a cap, for example, which should give me a +1, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 12. My hiking staff doesn't come into play because it's not mountain or rocky, and my walking boots were not on the road, so that doesn't come into play. So all right, cool. A 12.
Cool. Brom makes it. The rest of you have a really hard time with the swamps.
How many of us fall unconscious?
Well,
It just halves your current HP.
yeah.
Oh.
If you're at 1 HP, then yeah, you go down, but otherwise.
I'm now at 1 HP.
Same.
Well,
Holy crap! Before okay, I'm gonna spend my last spell for the day to heal Solthera.
No, just let me heal myself so then I
picking
faint.
sides.
You heal 5.
All right.
Oh, you know what you could have done? You could have healed someone, fainted, and then had him heal you.
That wouldn't help.
And I
because,
still don't have
the-
MP.
The fainting, would be from having 0 MP, so she'd be out until it recovers.
I have plenty pizzles. I'm gonna heal myself now that I have Cure Touch. Cure Touch.
Okay. Yeah, so you
2.
continue the day trying to make your way through the swamp. Can we get navigation checks? Or just the one, and then
The
the
maps,
aid?
yeah.
Both. Do you want to handle this and I back up, or the other way around?
I got it. We're just going that way, right? 13.
+1.
Okay. yeah.
14.
You succeed relatively comfortably. And you make good progress throughout the day. Of course, some of you have to deal with like your boots getting stuck in the muck and
5 HP.
nice.
Nailed it.
And of course, there's the constant swarms of mosquitoes and gnats and other things just constantly like biting all over you.
Not
But
for me.
yeah, Brom just kind of like,
I got my repellent lit and I'm holding it and walking. That's why I'm good.
It's real lit in here.
I'm just like holding the candle
Take
going
off all
like,
your clothes.
this is all comfy, guys, and y'all are getting bit up, and I'm like, not paying attention.
Got a torch and I'm swatting at him with the fire.
This
Okay.
is terrible.
eventually, you all reach a small settlement whose name is on my phone because my laptop still hasn't charged enough yet to turn on. But you get to the port town Ligar. It is, I will bring up the map quickly, hopefully.
Wait, how much money do we each get from the thing?
1,375.
I need math for this.
Did you make any money off of the investment?
Not yet.
We haven't gotten to another town for me to try and make money off of it, so no.
Okay.
I will tell you when we get to the next town how much I make.
Can you take more money and invest it and make money at the same time, or does it take more time?
No,
I will be able to reinvest and take money and invest it once we get to the next town.
So basically, yeah, he has to sell the stuff he buys in a different town. So like the money
Oh.
that we gave him before in the last town, he used to buy like goods
Yep.
to sell at this town at a higher price.
Right. So give me that price again that you said we have.
1,375 from the slimes. Given that I don't think we're gonna be getting to another town after it, also this is the last episode, we probably just want to like cash out of the
Yeah.
stuff when we get to the
That's-
next town.
That's what I was asking. If you can invest it immediately, get it back, then I'd be like, invest that shit. But otherwise, whatever investment
Hell
Brom
yeah.
gets off of his part. He's just gonna buy shit.
Okay. So it's not on here, but you're basically right here right now. This is the Bug-Eyed Swamps. You've landed here. It's a nice little quiet town. There's an inn that's the wetted whistle inn.
Yeah.
And yeah. What do you all do?
We get to that town Ligar.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sleep in a bed. I go to whatever inn is in town.
I want a bath.
Yeah, I'm also gonna do that. I'm trying to look up the prices for it.
I want to go shopping with my money.
All right, it's 2 GP for public bath, and then total from all of us for the room, it'll be 20. So 7 GP if you want a bath and a room.
Done.
Is there a stream nearby?
There's a river nearby.
Yeah, Brom's gonna take a bath at a river, like a man. He's also gonna sleep in a tent, like a man.
Okay. Can you roll a camping check then?
Yeah. What is that? That is a Dex int. Okay, so that's 2 6s.
I'm gonna pay for some wound healing.
Ooh,
With back problems, yeah.
can I concentrate on this?
Yes.
All right, cool.
You do
That's
have
my
to
last
just-
concentration.
Okay.
I can fully heal you tomorrow once I get my mana back.
Yeah, but then
That's a 9 with the
I got
plus
gold.
1.
I got 1,000 billion gold, and I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, armor.
That's a good move. I will keep that roll and then look at armor and decide if I want to use
shield.
that roll.
Wait. What are we rolling?
You're not rolling anything.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm gonna roll my thing to see how much I can sell the goods for in the morning.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Yeah, Brom was just trying to pitch a tent.
I heal myself to full, and I buy armor, and I'm out of gold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let time heal me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the rules for sleeping in cities, so and healing.
It's just you pay gold and you love heal.
Gotcha.
It's not it's uninhibited healing.
Otherwise, you heal slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Like how slowly?
I think it's like half your HP max,
Well, it depends
night.
on the
depending on where you sleep.
camping. Also, your camping check
Yeah.
determines how much.
Okay, yeah, I got a 9 on that camping check.
Okay, I'm sorry, Hunter the Fighter. I'm not sure that'll fly on YouTube, so.
Shoot, what do you say?
It doesn't fly on. I'm not sure if it'll fly on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say it out loud. It's even worse. Anyways, so as you all enter the Wetted Whistle Inn, and Brom, we're just gonna pretend that you come in just to see where the party's
Yeah,
at
oh
and
yeah,
do your
for
stuff
sure.
later. You meet the innkeeper, Callie, and she is a pretty homely looking, innkeeper, and she basically just says, welcome to the Wetted Whistle Inn. We have dinner in a couple hours, so I hope you join us for that, and otherwise, we have a couple rooms available, so I hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Who goes to dinner?
I go to dinner in a pretty nice looking outfit.
I'll go into dinner.
I also go to dinner.
Is it like a big banquet or something?
No, it's just so the way that I always imagine these things is you have the long tables, like the banquet style tables that are
So it is a banquet.
sparsely well, it's sparsely populated by 2 or 3 travelers that are just eating whatever the soup of the night is because they don't have their cooking equipment and they want food.
Long trestle tables, basically.
Yeah. You arrive downstairs after putting your stuff away in your rooms, etc. And you, of course, see a familiar face. It's the face of Tilly, the young girl in the poofy pink dress, still carrying the wand ending in a moon, and she just kind of like eagerly waves at you when you come downstairs.
Is that her again?
I'll
Mm-hmm.
go up and sit next to her, or across from her, or whatever.
How'd she get through the swamps?
I find it's easier just not to question these things.
Especially before us. Well, she didn't have to deal with the quarrel, so that's true.
We did make a long detour.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super glad to see you all here.
You look like it.
Who would have thought we'd meet up here?
Not me.
How was your swamp trip?
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
How'd you get through?
I'm really resourceful.
So am I.
Apparently not as much.
I mean, we made it through too.
Yeah. And we
Fair.
also helped these great people deal with a little issue. Also, why didn't the mayor of the other town know who you were?
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would the mayor know me?
I mean, you seem to like say hey to everyone, so I figured you would have said hey to the mayor.
I am very outgoing, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, do you all have some more of that stuff that we talked about last time?
Are you sure this isn't
I-
drugs?
I hesitate to fit your addiction, but yes.
Well, maybe you'd be interested in another exchange.
Like
What's
what?
on offer?
Your ladder you gave us last time is useless. It's just a ladder.
Well,
Come on, this thing was really
Sophia,
useful.
just to clarify,
You
it was
just have to
actually
cross a
really
river.
useful. You just fell off.
Could have been literally anything else that would have worked better.
What do you have today? Ignore her, please.
Also, Hunter, think younger, though. Well, I got a couple things after talking to you last time. I was really excited to try and trade some more moon dust with you all. Anyways, I got these, and she just like reaches into these little pockets and pulls out these impractically large items, one after another. First, I got some moon boots. They look like 1970s moon boots, by the way.
So the ones with the trampolines in them.
Yeah. They make you jump really high.
Those look absolutely ancient.
But aren't they pretty colors? There's greens, and there's reds, and there's purples. And got these neat twangy things on the bottom. Twing.
Like shitty holiday colors.
All right. Brom puts them on, starts jumping around.
Yeah. Okay, so the ceiling's pretty high here, right? You're jumping indoors?
So I imagine he would kind of look at him and go, hold on a minute. And he would like strap one on and just like with one on, like kind of bounce his foot.
Okay. You put it on your foot and then just like bounce against the ground lightly?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's almost a magical sort of spring, like your leg almost reflexively goes up way more than any of the energy that you put in going down.
Now, just to clarify, he stands up, and I imagine he like hops on one foot. So he probably busts his ass then. Because if it's magically enhanced to where it's bouncing him higher, like he's not very dexterous.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when wearing those, but they make you go real high.
Or at least put both of them on so you know what you're doing.
Well, hey, listen. The last thing she gave us was really helpful. I wanted to see what these did. I do need ice for my coccyx now. However, I take it off and I'm like, but this ain't me.
Fair enough. I got some other stuff here.
Let's see it.
What?
Well, I got this thing here. She just like holds up a rubber spatula and just like twangs it a little. It's really good.
What does it do?
It'll separate any like goo or gunk you got in your bowl from any other solid surface.
Give me that.
As she
Really
says
good
goo or
job.
gunk, you noticeably see like Brahm kind of get a chill down his spine.
I will reach out and accept that if she's handing it to me.
Okay.
But
She's
I can
just
clean my
kind of
bathtub
holding.
with it.
Why don't we get dex checks from both of you just to see who grabs it first?
Dex, huh?
and while you're fighting over that, and you just said what you said, Sulfura, Brahm says, "Wait a minute, you have that much gunk in your tub? You need a spatula of magic to get it out?"
Well, soap residue, yeah, it just sticks there after a while. I couldn't clean it in the swamp. I just had to keep changing the water.
Did your parents pay for someone to do that?
Do you see anyone else here other than Jen? That's not what he does. I wish they'd pay him to do that.
Oh, you have gold now. You could pay him.
Jen, do you want to clean my bathtub?
You mean the one you have at home, or did you bring one with?
My portable bathtub that I have. I've had it with me the whole time.
did you
How
just
much
buy
are you paying
one?
me?
My dad'll pay you when we get back. I'll just let him know.
But you have gold. Like, grow up a little. Learn how to handle it by yourself.
That's what Jen's for.
I'm here to help you grow up. That's the point of this journey, is to have you mature into the person that you are destined to be.
Yeah,
and you're
doing this, aren't I?
That is true.
Going to talk to the All Sage. It's like part of what maturity is. So,
but why would you bring up your dad in this? Like, your dad didn't come with you to do this. Like, you're here by yourself. You're grown up enough to do this by yourself.
Because my dad handles my money.
Okay, I mean,
by the way,
I'm sure you'll learn.
What do you roll?
My dex was 4.
Okay, so Nessa's holding it during this whole conversation.
What else do you have on offer?
I want to know what Nessa does first.
Yeah, right?
Going to stare at it with sparkly eyes, just thinking of how much easier it's going to be to get all the dough out of the bowl. Scrape it down.
And then a fist fight breaks out. Well,
no.
I got this. It's a neat little rock. I call it a splicket.
Like it?
Was do?
Well, she just like holds it against the wood and then just starts carving a heart into it. And then, let's see, I'm just going to roll 1d4. Got a 1, a T, and then an N. And then she'll like, it's really hard.
What does T and
She
N
carves into
stand
stone
for?
with a rock.
Tilly and Nessa, we're best friends now.
Okay.
You should just keep that one.
Is there anything else?
Okay. I
Wait
guess.
a minute. I think this is where we should be asking her, like, what would you use something like that for? Like, you've had it for a while now, I assume, right? So you know what it's good for. So could it be used for something important?
I mean, you can mark up some hard surfaces.
That's why she's giving it away, Brahm. She doesn't want it.
Okay. Yeah,
I got
well,
other
like
items.
as you say that,
It's
I'm
okay.
like, I get it,
understand.
Sulfura. And I go, you know what? That sounds really cool, actually. I think I'll take that one.
Well, you can't have all of these. Just one. But
Just
it's
one?
okay.
Can I borrow it for a second?
Okay.
All right. He's gonna
There you
write
go.
like on the floor and like not big letters because he's not gonna super deface this place, but he writes like his initial and then his wife's initial and a heart.
What's your
And then he
wife's
writes
initial?
+1. What?
What's your wife's initial?
Shit, I don't remember.
Oh,
well-
that's so unromantic.
I wrote it down somewhere. Like I wrote it in that chat I sent you. I don't know, it's a K, so it's BK now. But it says BK and a heart, but it says +1 underneath it.
You're a big fan of Burger King.
Burger King +1.
Yeah, Burger King +1.
If those are the three things, if those are all you have this time for the glitter,
No, I have two more.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I found this thing. She holds up a ring, and you know in JoJo when like something ominous comes out, there's just like the Goro Goro Goro. Yeah, you just like the dark ominous aura just kind of like leaks out of it. I heard
That's terrifying.
I heard it'll grant you wishes.
Wait, what? How many wishes?
Well, the guy that I got it from, I mean, he wasn't really making much sense, but he said something about a monkey.
Was he babbling when he gave it to you?
Oh, he was kind of on the verge of losing consciousness, but that's not important.
This seems like a really, really bad idea.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
This seems like a really, really, really bad Solthira.
What, Jen? It's just unmatched power.
Whatever you do, do not use that ring.
I'm just gonna tell you that there are no returns.
What's item number 5?
Well, you just said we can only have one, so I'm just gonna hold this for now.
Okay.
Brahm's gonna whisper to Sophia, you know, if you use it and she doesn't know it, then it doesn't count.
No, out of character. No.
Fireball.
Okay. Knowing all of the bad things about this, do you put it on at any point?
No, she has it in the palm of her hand.
Okay. So this is the last thing. She holds up a haversack. I call it Haverly's haversack. Look, it's really big. She opens it and then she just like sticks her arm inside and then like pulls it over her and then just like keeps on going and then like pushes it back up.
Dude,
That seems really useful.
If we grab it like and keep her in there, we can just take her with us.
I don't think I'd consent to that.
What's this ring do? Like if I put it on?
I don't know.
No.
Let me put it this way. The guy that I took it off of couldn't open his hand, and I kind of had to I had to try really hard to get it off.
Was he dead?
I don't like talking about unpleasant topics like that. I'm only 12.
So Brahm like literally is going to smack it out of your hand, Sophia.
Oh, hey,
Precious.
I wasn't gonna put it on yet.
I think group, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the backpack sounds the most useful for our particular.
Oh yeah,
journey
the
right now.
bag of holding type item. Yes, 100%.
But
I mean, it does, except for we got like donkeys galore.
Just be careful. I don't know how to open it from the inside, so like.
but the spatula.
Wait, do things have? Would that thing just get really heavy if you put a bunch of stuff in it, or does it like do something magical with the mass?
It can fit infinite items, but it still weighs as much as the item.
Yeah,
There's a cursed item.
It's not a bag of holding, so I want to know.
I mean, I'll let you hop inside.
Brahm does think about it for
Jen,
a second. He
get
goes,
me out
"That's a
in
bad
3
idea."
seconds if I don't come out myself.
Okay.
And I'll let her go. I'll go inside the sack.
Okay.
however I do.
She just kind of like puts it on the ground next to you and like spreads it out. And you can just kind of see this yawning abyss that kind of like leaks a soft breeze into your face. I'll let you
Grab
stop
this rope.
if you want.
Grab this rope. Grab this rope. Grab this rope. Tight around your waist.
No,
Super tight.
I'm gonna step out of the haversack, not grab the rope, and open up my book.
Oh, you haven't you
Okay.
haven't stepped a foot in. This is just what you're seeing on the ground before you step in.
Oh, so we're seeing like a portal to the abyss in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't step on top of that portal.
Okay. Whew. Yeah.
Oh boy, dirty thoughts when the okay.
It was in response to the putting it. She spreads it out on the ground.
Oof.
You look down. You see a yawning abyss.
Okay. Okay. Anyways.
If this wasn't Solthira, I would literally just jump into that head first. But I love this character.
We push Sulthira in now.
Maybe this is that Sulfira.
That was how she got to Beavertown in the first place.
Okay, we are not
Ages,
opening up that
14
can of
years,
worms.
and it
We are
comes out
not
the
opening up that can of worms.
Anyways, do any of you step in?
No.
I will step in.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Jin, you hop in and you just kind of like feel yourself fall for a little before like gently landing on this soft surface. You look around and you see this kind of slightly glowing box surrounding you. It's like really dim light. You can see that about 10 feet above you, there's the image of the tavern above you before it just kind of like snaps shut all of a sudden. And the rest of you on the outside, you see that the haversack just kind of like the top of it just kind of like flips over and shuts really quickly.
Brom, give me the rope, and I'm gonna try to
Can
throw
I?
rope into there.
Can I was just about to say, can I clarify something? Because Brahm was not going to let Sophia go in there without rope. So Brahm would also not have let Jin go in there without rope.
Oh yeah, sure.
I kind of had that assumption as well.
I'm not
so-
trying to like trap anybody here.
Also-
so.
No, I know.
Ah, the devouring bag!
I just want to
Question?
clarify, like, if Jin would have walked in without it, like Brahm would have been like jumping into it to be like, no.
Question. How many skeletons does Jin see?
That's a good question. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. Why don't you roll 3d20 and tell us how many skeletons you see?
I was gonna say D100.
While Brahm
31!
They are
Oh my
all squirrel
gosh.
skeletons.
Oh, okay, that's better.
I mean, so I'd put them in there.
Why would
This little
somebody
girl
put them in
Who's
there?
doing that? These are
Okay,
my
so-
squirrels. I don't know. They die in here. They're just mine.
Guys, can you open up the bag?
Yeah, well, I'd
Can we hear
imagine
him?
No.
like we're on the other side, and like Brahm's like standing over the bag, like yanking at the rope, and he's like, Sophia, grab the other end. Like, what the heck?
Nessa is going to open the flap as they're just trying to pull the rope out of a closed bag.
Oh yeah, it just opens.
And like Jin comes flying up.
Yeah, so Jin, you are
Ah!
pulled up mightily. Unless you want to like roll strength for it, like, you know, this isn't supposed to be too challenging, but
I reiterate. Ah!
yeah, you just kind of like fly out.
Probably falls on top of Sophia and Brahm. And just like, and Brahm's just like, what the hell? Like, you don't just jump in a bag like that and let it close on you.
Get off.
I
me.
didn't let it close on me.
Please.
It just closed. But it's fine.
You put a head in it first.
Anyways, that's all I have to show you. I hope you liked some of it. Like my split.
I'm gonna hold the spatula just a little bit closer.
Anyways, you only get one.
So what's actually
So-
in there, Jen?
About 31 squirrel skeletons in a massive, massive space.
And what did she call the rock?
Split it.
Yeah, Brahm throws it in the bag.
Okay, so you're taking the spatula?
Hey, whatever's in the bag is part of the bag. We get the squirrel. Are you going to take those squirrel skeletons?
You realize, like, I'm not dumb, right?
She's making a pretty good deal for us, Brahm. I don't think we should try and take her for a ride.
Well, how do you get the thing out now?
I jump into the bag again.
Wait, I'm just gonna stick my hand in and think of the splicket.
Okay. Yeah. The splicket magically appears in your hand.
Guys, I can't find it.
And so, like, I'm gonna like yank the rope up again.
Ah! What the hell? I didn't find it.
You just
Oh,
Well,
you
she-
have it.
She has
Oh.
you just have to stick your hand in and think of what you want to get.
Oh, by the way, the splicket is wearing a squirrel skull.
it. Ugh.
I gotta say,
Is
I'm
this
enjoying the idea of
sentient?
this backpack more and more.
What else
No.
did you see in there? Just squirrel skeletons?
I'm gonna turn to
yes.
the Splicket. Splicket, how are you doing today?
Go ahead and roll a spirit check.
To tell if her imaginary friend talks back to her? What the hell?
Low is high.
6.
You feel something tickle the back of your brain.
Ah, my brain!
No,
Guys?
just Nessa.
Guys, I think the Splicket's sentient.
That doesn't sound right. She like reaches
Okay.
for the Splicket and just like tries to go ahead and roll Dex.
Five.
Okay. Well, let's see what she rolls. It's hoping for something a little more definitive.
Sorry, I rolled a 4 and a 1 on 2d8s.
Let's roll again.
10.
You two tussle it over it for a little while, but you eventually wrench it free.
Why? Do you have a sentient hard rock?
Why is that the thing you're asking about?
Because I picked a question.
Okay. Well, I come across a lot of neat things on my journey. A lot of cool people. They have a lot of awesome stuff. Now don't ask Lady about her private stuff.
Why are you trying to help us? Like with this stuff? Like
She just
So
kind of
there it
like
is.
looks at her glittered dress and then looks at you and then looks at her glittered dress again.
So
Um,
okay, I'm gonna point at people. Okay, so cool ass backpack.
While you're pointing at people,
I'm just
you
gonna
notice
sadly hold the
Braun,
spatula up.
Braun is on his knees, like, and he takes the backpack and like puts his hand in it, and you see him like with the like glazed over look when he's looking in the air, and he pulls his hand out, has nothing, puts his hand back in, does it again. He's trying to see if he can like pull shit out, like if he can guess something and it be in there, and he pull it out.
are
Name
you trying to
two
get
things.
stuff that's not in there?
I don't know how this works. Like,
Name two things that you think of.
so first he would think of
His son.
Like a baby outfit, like an outfit for a baby.
Okay.
And then the next thing he would think about, his
Diaper
wife
Jimmy.
really loves like the like chocolate that's from the hometown, his hometown that him and her are from. And he would think of that, and he'd be like, "Oh, if the chocolate's in here and I could take this home to her, she will be so happy." And then he pulls his hand out.
Roll a spirit check.
This is gonna be nope. That's a fumble.
Your thoughts stray for a brief second, and you come out with a handful of squirrel skeleton.
And he just like puts it back in the bag.
I'm gonna hand the Splicket to Jin.
Okay.
Try talking to it. Just trust me.
Sophia, what does your book say about the Splicket?
I don't know. That doesn't have magical things in here or lucky stuff. It's just facts, you know.
Oh, I thought you were smarter than that.
Oh!
Let me check the index.
So in the interest of getting this scene to end ever, so fucking backpack.
Once again, Nessa sadly holds up the spatula.
Listen, you cannot take a role player and give him 5 fucking magical items and expect it to last 5 minutes. It's
I don't know, maybe 10 would have been. Is 10 more reasonable? Because it's been 15.
Stick it in the index of my book of knowledge.
No, just straight up no. It's a name she made up.
It's not even in here. She probably made up the name or something. I don't know.
So there, you try talking to it then. Makes your brain tingle. It's
Didn't you
weird.
say it? Didn't you say one of it answers a wish?
The Splicket does what the ring did.
yeah, the ring.
No.
But it killed a guy, so we're not gonna take
Yeah.
that chance.
Didn't say it killed him. It was just hard to get it from him.
She didn't say it killed him. It killed him. The
Guys are dumb, so.
Jen, the backpack is. I think you were right. I think the backpack is the best idea. Can I see the book, Sophia?
Yeah, here.
I give you my book for a second.
I want to like thumb through the book. I want to look for magic rocks.
Okay.
Sophia, backpack sound good?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry, Nessa, but this would be really, really useful for helping us survive the desert.
Can you at least try talking to the spigot?
I rolled a 9 on my spirit.
Okay. You get a... What did you ask it?
Are you sapient, or am I crazy?
You feel some presence that you didn't really realize was there. Just kind of like suddenly vanish and like retreat into some sort of ethereal nothingness. The way that I'm thinking about it is like, you know, if you startle a goldfish, it'll just go straight into a crack or crevice. That, but psychically.
I'm gonna kind of like stare at it for a second. Nope, nothing. Not a peep.
I think you're lying, Jen. But back to the backpack.
Insight check.
I mean, hold on. What did you? Do I find anything about magic rocks?
Int.
Oh, probably not then.
Right. I'm trying to get us back on track.
I got a 10.
There's no such thing as on track. With a 10, you... You find some tales about substance, an abnormally hard substance, harder than even the the purest diamond. And it has a lot of weird stories about it. Like, people seem to get to be a little, like, fixated on it. And all of the stories that you're reading are just really confused about why somebody would be so fixated with a stone.
Okay. I'm gonna rip that page out and hand it to Sophia. I'm like, look at that! It's right there, Sophia.
Did you just rip my book?
I didn't want to lose my place.
Have you never heard of a bookmark, Brom? Oh my god.
I take my book and go into the next room to fix it.
I'm going to stop you right there because we had a long conversation about this and you were not on Team Bookmark.
You were on Team Dog
Have you
Ear.
ever heard of a dog ear, Brom? Or putting a random object in a book to hold your place? Like a pencil or
does
a
it look
ruler,
like I read books? I don't read that often, so no.
Obviously you don't. You don't rip pages out of books. You're lucky this thing fixes itself because it's my magical item.
So if you put it back in and it just seals itself back together?
Yeah. I have to close it for like 10 minutes and then it'll mend itself.
Like
it updates automatically.
Yeah. Well, he was thinking about showing you and he's like, damn it, what if I like slip and I close it and I lose the place and I won't be able to find it again? Here, it's right here. Because he wanted to show her up.
Okay.
Give me 10 minutes to fix my book.
Although it didn't say
I'm going to bed.
So you all officially go for the haversack, and Tilly just kind of snatches, like some sort of greedy goblin, snatches the jar out of your hand.
Jar?
Of moon powder.
Ah. Okay. Can I trade something else for the spatula? Like,
You just feel the lights dim for a second, and like she gets this shadow over her face, and she's like, "What's on offer?"
Okay. Enough.
Well, I've got this extendo ladder.
What did I tell you about no tradesies backsies?
I've got an umbrella.
You know what
It's
I am
pink.
looking for? I'm awfully curious what happens if you put on that ring.
Oh, nope. Don't even. Nope.
I'm not that desperate.
Don't worry. You can take it off right away, I'm sure.
I'll just hand back the spatula.
What?
The lights suddenly like go back to full full brightness, and she resumes her mirthful demeanor. Okay, well, I'm sorry we couldn't come to an arrangement, but maybe next time.
You're scary.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a very nice thing to say.
You're just not very sociable, but it's fine.
Oh, come on!
I mean, comparatively,
You better check
to
yourself.
Sulfura,
Pot, kettle.
Here's the only question, y'all. Like, as she's leaving, why would she take a ring from a dead man?
Why does she have a sentient rock?
Yeah, why does she? Why does she have all this stuff?
I got a question for all of you. Do we really, really want to know the answer to that?
No, let's just get to bed and so we can get going to the All Seats tomorrow. We have to trek through the desert.
I don't know.
Oh
if
yeah.
I can sleep.
Speaking of which, Jin, did you make any money?
It's the next morning. So
Yeah. We're going to sleep. It's morning now. We're moving scenes. Let's put that transition music up.
I'm gonna hand to myself and to Brahm 300 gold, and to Stolthira and Nessa 120 gold. And Jin's kind of got like a sort of disappointed look on his face. Didn't make as much as I thought I'd be able to make, but it's some level of profit at least.
Yeah. What did I give you? Like 75?
You gave me 250.
250. I mean, it's better than the last couple times where I just never seen anything. So this is good. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna
Cannon.
Jin's good at business, damn it.
Do we have enough? Do we have enough food to go a while?
I think we need to get some more animal feed. I'm gonna hit town and I'm gonna buy myself some body armor as well as some other junk.
We have wait a second. 4 days worth of food?
Do we know how long it's going to take?
look at the map.
It will take so it'll take multiple days, but we're only going to do one.
I'm going to buy 40 days of rations and
40
Holy
days.
fuck.
40 rations, so enough for each of us for 10 days.
Okay. We'll say it takes 3 days, but again, only one set of checks.
Okay, I buy 40 rations, add that to the sheet. I'm also going to buy 30 animal feed.
Okay.
Can we sell?
I'm at the herb
Why
store.
are you buying animal feed?
Because we do need to still get them food when we're in the desert.
Oh, for when in the desert. Oh.
If it's for an alpine or barren desert or something like that, you still need to get them food.
Even with my
Yeah.
What
At
are
least
we
that's
in?
my interpretation on it.
Are we in swamp or desert terrain for as far as herb selection goes?
You are in desert terrain. However,
Okay.
before you all officially set out, the innkeeper Callie is going to wave you over as you're leaving. Oh, by the way, if you want, there's actually some job boards that you can go to that's just on the outside of town. If you want to get a guide across the desert, there's plenty of people over there.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Fine. So
I will go to the job board
How
and
to
look
track.
for a dude.
You find many dudes. Yeah. So there's like a mixture of people. They all look like they've weathered the desert a number of times. You know, a lot of them have like really like very tanned skin to darker skin, and all of them look ready to cross. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Guide across the desert?
Well, yeah. But are you looking for anything in your guide?
Him to be good.
Experienced but not old?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a... What's a, like, perception check? Is that, like, in spirit?
In spirit, yeah.
I feel like everything's in spirit.
It's all either in spirit or strength dex. And that means I'm either really good or really bad. I got a 13 total on in spirit.
Okay. You see this man with like a really big like gallon hat kind of like sitting off to the side back against a cactus like it's nothing, just kind of like doing a real power pose. You get this like sense that they're especially competent.
Hello, might I inquire about hiring your services for getting across the desert?
Well, indeed you might. My name's Rick. Rick Swashbuckle. At your service.
I'm Jin Egan. Nice to meet you.
But you can call me Swash.
I have 3 companions who aren't here right now, but we wish to cross the desert in short order.
I can't do Aussie voices very well. Yeah, anyways. If you're looking to get across that desert, it'll be a rough journey, but I'll help you get across. You have my word. Just first thing, though, it's my fee. 1,000 gold up front. No negotiation. Got it?
Cool. I'm wishing I hadn't bought so many supplies at this point.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Let me discuss it with my group.
You go and discuss it with your group.
Way too much.
It's way too much, bro. I don't got money anymore. Fuck that guy.
So
Let's get the B list, dude.
the question will be, do we think it's worth 1,000 gold? Do we think his services are worth 1,000 gold?
What does he gain us mechanically in the game? Like, how does he actually help us? Like, what?
Free camping checks, free navigation checks, and he'll give you a +2 to travel.
I'm not worried about any of those but travel, because we can't hit the travel and desert. None of us, I think only one person can even hit that DC.
Because I had, after buying my sand hood and my sun cape, I have 1,000 gold left over.
But you're the person who doesn't need a guide.
Right, but like as the party's talking about
what's
it, he's
the
like,
DC for traveling through the desert?
It is 12.
I mean, we're 100% gonna die in this terrain. So
If I rolled really, really well, I could hit it.
I can't get it with the crit.
Crit
died.
automatically hits, but
so even with the +2,
Yeah, I don't hit it with even the +2.
so then it wouldn't matter. So for the party in general, it wouldn't even help.
and camping we're pretty decent.
We're fine
at.
on camping and direction, so like he can't help us with the thing we're gonna fail at anyway.
Because
let's go for a cheaper guide who can give us a bonus in the camping. That way we're more likely to, because we can still fail that. But I'm gonna look out there for a cheaper guide, not like cheap, but like not Outback Jack.
Someone who's good at navigating through the weather and terrain.
So go ahead and roll another in spirit.
while he's doing that, I imagine so before he left town, Brahm would have been like, Sophira,
TH.
can I get your help with something?
You're not gonna rip my book again, are you?
No, that was a lapse in judgment, and I definitely learned from my mistakes. But I need help, and I think you're the only one who can help me.
Okay, so what do you need my help with?
So he kind of does like a well, follow me, and he takes you into to a shop, and he goes,
Oh, hey Ben.
"What kind of clothes should I buy? I need extra clothes. You said I didn't have enough clothes, and I never bought clothes for myself before."
What? Well, this store is not where you're gonna buy clothes, and I take you to a better store.
We're probably in like a toddler store.
Man, you picked the wrong person to do that. You're gonna get some hoity-toity noble shit.
Okay. So is it that you haven't shopped before, or that you haven't shopped for yourself before? Because we're still doing, I can't remember what I called it, but the Ryujin thing where they give you a bonus, doubles your MP if you do something new.
So he hasn't shopped for clothing for himself before.
Okay. So you have shopped for clothing based on that phrasing.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume he's probably went with his wife to like, hold her purse while she's shopping for clothes kind of thing. Or maybe they went like looking for like kids' clothes when she got pregnant. But she's always handled the picking stuff out. Like he never gets a say in it, basically. He never gets to say, "Oh, this color looks good." And
you probably did once and never got asked again.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So as long as we'll flavor it as you're providing an active opinion, you'll get the bonus.
Yeah. I imagine that while they're out, like she might be picking some stuff, and he would just like, that just doesn't look like me though. Like, I mean, this is how I dress. Like, I like this kind of rugged, kind of, one.
How does your wife dress? Because anything you do has to complement what she's doing. Whatever you're thinking about dressing by yourself just doesn't matter. So what's your wife's favorite color? What color does she wear the most?
She likes blue.
So you can't pick that. Okay, so no blue. So we're gonna look at reds, we're gonna look at purples, we're gonna look at pretty much everything else other than blue. You can get blue accessories.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know how much any of this stuff is gonna cost. I don't normally do that, but I can pick everything out for you, and then maybe Jen can help you do like the math.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I just want to get a couple outfits. That way, I'm not wearing the same thing. I like reds and browns.
Red's perfect.
Yeah. So I like the the checkerboard kind of look, and really matches my beard. And anything that's really thin, because when I'm out working, I don't want to sweat real heavy. And especially with go ahead.
You need something with like a bold design, because you have like a wide chest, so it's whatever's on that chest is going to be like bam right in front. So I think like stripes, red, and not brown, but something else with red. You can pick these. You can pick the second color. I'm sure they have anything. Okay.
And so just to fast track
Green.
the rest of this, I imagine that he goes through and he's picking stuff out, and everything he's picking out, like Saphira's like, maybe not that, maybe not that. And she picks a couple things, and he takes it, puts them on, and then when he comes out, all the stuff in his hands, all the stuff he picked.
Oh, so I was thinking that the way we could do this, and we can go with what you said if you want, but the way we could do this is that one of you describes what you all pick out, and then the next one augments it.
Oh, that works. Yeah.
Okay. So who wants to go first?
I pick out a red button shirt, and when I put it on him, I make sure that he doesn't button the top two buttons and leaves it open so some of his chest hair is popping out.
That's spicy.
He goes in and he comes out with that shirt on. However, all the buttons are buttoned up to the top, but the 3 bottom buttons aren't, so his belly button's hanging out.
It's not how I sent you into the dressing room.
He just kind of looks down and he goes, "What? It's breathable."
Okay, buddy.
Whatever. I guess maybe when you have kids or something that becomes like a thing, but like At least
Yeah,
you're
but-
already married.
Yeah, that's true. And then like he would go back in and he'd come out with like just a plain brown like shirt, nothing on it, no buttons, no logos, no nothing but just straight brown. And he comes out, he's like, yeah, I like this one.
Maybe let's go get some blue accessories. You can't just wear brown. It's different. So, I go find a blue wristwatch looking thing.
Accessories for a lumberjack. Oh,
Yes.
Hey.
There's a blue handkerchief I tuck in his pocket.
A blue handkerchief and then a watch, you said?
Some kind of wrist wear item
Okay.
for a lumberjack.
Sweatbands.
Sweatband.
No, it's probably one of those.
It's a Nike sweatband.
or what about
And
those,
one.
It has
ropes?
a T-swish for
Oh wow.
I just get you like a Jordan sweatband gear setup.
Yeah.
Some and ones, dude. Pump the basketballs on the sneakers.
Okay. Anything else with that set of things, or should we move on?
No. I mean, like I said, it was mostly just the role play moment of him getting to say what he wanted and not being told no.
You're growing as a character on your journey. Okay, so Jin, going back to your roll of 10 forever ago. So you got a 10, and you look around, and you see somebody who, let's see. You see somebody in suspenders, but not rugged suspenders, not Brahm suspenders. It's like suspenders, pocket protector, a Coke bottle glasses, and
You
has
find an archaeologist.
yeah. You find a really nerdy version of Indiana Jones.
Say, are you taking people across the desert?
Why, yes, I am. I have an expedition out there. Gonna look for some bones. Gonna do some archaeology.
How much do you charge?
Well, I can't say that I helped much more than, maybe helping set up camp a bit and maybe helping you get away if you get chased by any rattlesnakes, but it's gonna be $250 for the company.
All right. I'll talk with my friends, and I'm pretty sure we can afford that.
To
Would
be
it be
explicit,
good
he'll
to stay
just
on
give
the next day or so.
he'll give a +2 across the board.
Okay.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so does that sound good for you guys?
If I crit with his +2 and my other +2, I can pass.
So Jin, as he says, like, yep, I can leave whenever. You see him look meaningfully over at the posting board, and there's just this like really old, tattered piece of paper that's just like looking for somebody to go on archaeological expedition with me. And that's just been hanging there, obviously for a very long time. Like the ink's faded, it's torn around the edges. There's some graffiti going over it.
You
So sad.
you doing okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. He just
Couldn't
like
get anybody
looks
else
up at
to-
you with like watery, wobbling eyes.
Couldn't get anyone to help you out at the dig site?
It's been slim pickings. But, well, it's gonna be really exciting to go out with you. Really looking forward to it. Gotta tone down the Tilly.
Might see if there's something we can do to help, but for now, I think we just need to get our own journey done with.
Maybe on the way back.
I'm going to call what chat said canon, and there's just one tab pulled.
Oh, I want to throw some out there. So for you said you have a +2. Is that because of clothing or something?
I took the for my level up. You get a +2 in any terrain.
Oh shit, I did too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That took
Brahm's
a
gonna
mountain.
after we do the shopping and stuff. Brahm says, "Okay, thanks," and like lets you go off. And he's gonna pick up a sun cap and a what the hell's it go? A sun cap and a sand hood with his last 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Well, that's not quite all.
His last 1,000 gold.
Well, so I imagine the 1,000 gold he has is going to be his clothing plus those two things.
Can I get 60 gold from all you guys?
I can give you.
He's broke
yeah.
now.
You can have 60.
I can have 60. I can live with just 8 gold.
Well, actually, let me clarify something.
Do you have 60 to contribute? Otherwise, we can't afford this guy.
Hey, Ian, would my clothing, since it's just fluff clothing, will I have to take gold out for that? I put gold out away.
I'm not going
I
to
got
charge you
60
for
more.
flavor.
Okay, I got 60 then.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll take 70 off
Flavor
myself.
costs extra.
1 gold left.
I have 8. We're nailing it, guys.
And
just gave you so
I'll hand
much
him the
gold.
250.
I know. And then I bought a portable bathtub, a hiking staff, a wooden chest, a hand mirror, a washing set, 10 flow stones, and a sand hood.
Okay, considering the context, I literally gave you a king's ransom.
Yes.
I also grab a sand hood.
Oh, well, that's what I was saying. That he was buying her.
Well,
Oh, you're buying that for Solthira?
Yeah, that's what I said. I got
right on.
a sand hood and a sun cape, so that would give you +2 with both of those as well.
Ooh, the thing is, you know that I'm already wearing a really cool cape.
You can buy her an umbrella. It's cheaper.
Will that do anything?
It gives you +1 to rainy
It's
and hot
RP
days on travel checks.
Oh shit. Well then, yeah. So do an umbrella and whatever. The
An
sand
umbrella
hood.
is only 50 gold.
Oh yeah.
So y'all ready?
Yep.
ready.
God.
Okay,
Ready.
let's hit the road. You all head out into the dusty, dry, soul-scarred desert. And why don't
Take
we
out my umbrella.
get our first round of travel checks?
Umbrella's also a +1, right?
Our only
Yes.
round of travel checks, I guess.
Alright, +4.
Oof.
Do we need a condition check for the day?
Yes.
Do
Thank
that
you for
first.
reminding me. I thought about it earlier, and then
I was like, I need to buff a dice if I roll well.
Oh,
Right. I'm gonna roll
exactly.
condition first, and then my.
I got a
travel. So
7.
Condition, spirit,
Okay.
strength.
Condition 9, travel 5.
4 condition. Not in terrible shape.
11 condition. So then that gives me
Got an 8 there.
what would be worth.
Plus my umbrella and my sand hood. I got 8. 10 for my travel check. Exactly.
Yes.
So movement.
So I'll go up in dex then.
Travel. 9 on my travel check with all my pluses.
Oh, wait. And the guy gave us +2 too.
yep.
Yep.
That's 12 then
Oh,
for
got a
my
7.
travel check.
Oh yeah, the guide +2, so it's an 11.
Nice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I know I failed that anyway.
I have a +6 with all this stuff for the desert.
So umbrella, sun cape. The other thing, that's 3. My shoes don't come into play. My walking cane doesn't come into play. He's got a +2. So I have a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you pass. Can I get pass fails from everyone else?
What's the
Yes.
DC?
12.
Fail.
Okay.
Was there any doubt?
No. Even with my +6.
Solthira and Jin, you wander off for a little bit, for some reason,
Ooh.
and
Wait, no.
something bad happens to you. Jin, what's the reason?
Oh, look, there's water over there.
No, don't do that! So, Thera, what's the bad thing that happens?
I also saw the water and started going towards it with him, and it wasn't necessarily there, and we both tripped and stumbled down a large sand dune, and had to take some time to empty the sand out of every part of our body.
Ooh.
Ooh, every part of your body, not your clothes.
Oof.
Ooh.
I don't
Yes.
want to think about this. I do not want to think about this.
I have to take a bath.
Well,
I'll just say sand crack, and then we can move on.
What's the penalty? Our HP's
Half
half
cut.
HP.
Nice. 7.
Okay.
So Thera, I just spent all my money healing. God damn it.
There was another
I
one.
didn't get a response on my herb thingies. What herbs are available in town? They're all based off terrain, but then there's some that are like
Oh,
everywhere.
desert. Ones that are in the desert or savannah are similar, and ones that are everywhere.
Gotcha. No grasslands ones. All right, I don't buy an herb then because they're not available to purchase in the desert.
Okay.
Not that it matters, but I forgot about my +2 for the thing, so I actually got an 18. But keep going.
Actually, Silthira, since you're at a port town as established, if you want to roll an int spirit to see if you can pick it out at the markets,
Yes,
we'll
because
set
I
a
do.
DC.
I want to buy some healing herbs. They're grasslands, but they're
9.
also the basic one. I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yeah, DC was 9, so nope.
Concentration +1.
Can you do that after the fact?
I don't know, but you told me the DC.
I mean, I told you to the DC just so that it was.
I think. Let me double check because there is a thing on when you can concentrate.
Yeah, you can't do it. You have to do it before.
Okay. 8.
Brom looks through Sophia's book and says, "Yep, you got to do it before."
Don't rip
Here,
out
Rick-
the page.
I was gonna say, Shh, "Here's the page."
Just bookmark it.
Yep. Okay. So you all continue in your desert, and this guy is just telling you a whole bunch of story about all of the bones he's found and like some bricks from ancient civilizations and
Oh, you're interested in bones?
uh-huh.
We have a lot of squirrel bones.
Should I ask?
It's probably
You can ask. We don't know.
I think you should wait till you get us to a good spot to camp, and we can just show you.
We don't know, but we can assume that little girl put the squirrels in there to keep them, and then they died, and she just didn't pull them ever out.
Can we take a 10-minute break, though? I'm just...
Yeah,
Need
there's
some
a
water.
little girl that keeps stalking us that's really into glitter.
Moon
He
does.
just like gives you this look of terror and then suddenly snaps back to normal. I'm not gonna ask about that one.
I find it's best not to. Should I roll the navigation check for the day?
Yeah, and then after that, we'll do camping quick and then we'll cut to break.
Cool. Navigation with a +3 bonus from my
Here-
spell and then from the dude.
Oh yeah, I was
Here's
gonna
for
say
support.
I've got the compass spell.
14 to support.
Cool. Got 12 total. I think that's exactsies.
Yeah. Okay, and then what was for the camping check?
I'm going
Oh,
to use
is that intents as well?
Excellent.
camp check is Dex
Excellent.
int. I can do it. I've got an 8 and a 6.
So do I, but I don't want to help.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
and
I
then,
will roll to assist.
I'll use alert bell alarm to get a +1.
Yeah.
Brom is literally like sunbathing right now.
While the camp set check is going up, I'm going to be casting round reflection on
I got a
myself.
10.
With a
I got
10.
enough to assist.
Sorry, what?
I got enough to assist that by 1.
Okay.
11.
Unfortunately,
Did you
that's
include the
not
+2
enough.
from the
So
guide?
you fail, and you all suffer a -1. Nope. Sorry. You all recover only 2 HP and MP tonight.
Did you add the +2 from the guide?
I
Marie?
did not.
Okay, you pass.
So I rolled a 7 and a 2, and then I had a +1 from the spell. So
So we got 13 total. Nice. That's a
Keep
recovery.
forgetting about the guy that we paid to help us with this shit.
And I think he just paid for himself.
Yeah, he
Double your
leads you,
HP.
like, before you all settle down for the night, he actually, like, says, oh, I know this good spot over here, and takes you over to a, not like a full-on oasis, but, like, there are a couple of trees grown where there maybe shouldn't be trees, and, yeah. With that, we are going to cut to break, and we will be back in a little bit. Okay, large physical motion so I know where to crop when I'm fixing this for YouTube, and let's go.
This is my large physical motion. Chests involved.
So, nope, not that song, not the Everyone's Dying song. The happy song, the road
There's an
song.
Everyone's Dying song for Ryuutama. Ryuutamasa.
I hate you. Onward to adventure.
Let's camp and talk to this guy for an hour.
Okay. No, so we need to book it if we're going to get through the content.
Tell us about why you're into architecture, dude. Why do you like sand?
You say architecture and you just get daggers stared at you. Don't ever call us that again. You all continue on your way after camping out overnight. And can I get condition checks from everyone?
Ah, another one. Yeah.
Yes, you can. I wish I could keep my old one.
Also,
I will still round reflection myself. Oh, you said, yeah, condition. Let's go. I literally always forget.
I forgot to ask Ian, what was the one thing I get from doing something new?
You get to double your MP.
I got a 13. So I get to level something.
Do we have any +1s to condition?
No.
Spirit.
All right.
Your architecture guide cannot help you feel better about waking up.
I'm 16. I'm 16.
Not
I'm
like
16,
that.
I'm 16.
No. For context, Solthera is a running character that Evan plays and is usually not 16.
The disclaimer we put in every episode because
we have
holy
to,
shit,
or
it's
else
weird for
somebody's
us.
going
We're gonna
to
make it weird for you.
Somebody's gonna watch it and then just like call somebody on us.
Hello,
Child Protective Services on us.
Okay.
heard your housing or
I
small
get
redhead woman
everybody's
here, Evan.
in a circle? Nessa?
I got a 13.
Solth.
7.
Jin.
5.
Rom.
I'm not telling you. It's a fumble. It's a fumble.
Downgrade one of your dice.
Do that in it.
Yeah, I think that's what it'd be because he's kind of exhausted.
Is it a D2 now?
No, it's a 4.
Okay.
Remember I took it up one because he was studying?
That's right.
Okay. Do you want to choose what causes the fumble or should I?
So we're in a desert. He was sunbathing. I imagine he stayed out a little too long because he's used to being in coverage with trees when he's working. So while he might get a little bit of sun, he kind of manages. But he stayed out a little too long and then, has a fucking hell of a sun blister all over his body and couldn't sleep for shit last night.
Oh
Does
man,
anyone have aloe?
I have been there, like to the point where you like it's so sunburnt, and then you put like aloe on, and then you're just like sticking to everything, and then it's just like every movement is like, And
you don't shower for like 4 days because just the touch of water is just
painful.
No. Yeah, that's how he is right now.
Don't bring back those memories, Marie. Don't bring them back.
You remember that.
Wow, you're really red, Rom. Were you out all day yesterday? Like, you didn't get any shade?
You guys were working on the tents, and I fell asleep. It was really relaxing, and then I woke up, and it wasn't until I tried to go back to sleep later after my nap that
That's
I
how
realized.
I got that sunburn. I fell asleep on a beach chair.
See, I'm bringing it back. So yeah, if anyone had any kind of medication or anything that could help me not feel like this, that'd be great because it hurts
Alsothera?
so bad. I have a head. What?
Some Alsothera? Alsothera?
Yeah,
Is this considered a mental or a physical injury?
This is... Well, okay. So if this is something that you can heal, we could say that it's
all things can
injured.
be healed.
Well,
I don't think this is something that we can heal by the game's mechanics.
yeah, so status effect.
Yeah, it is condition.
So we could do like this is an injury, like maybe an injury for staying out in the sun all night. But I wouldn't want to like inflict mechanical penalties on you because you picked something for flavor. So
I think the downgrading the die one size is probably
the way it's the role play is going of it is it hurts so bad it's giving him a headache.
So pretty much my question is if I either cure a mental effect or postpone a mental effect, could he boost his int back up for the duration? Okay.
So, I just read condition checks. So, when a condition is 2, the player must choose one of the following status effects to affect their character: injury 4, poison 4, exhaustion 4, or muddled 4.
Oh,
that's
it
what I'm
doesn't
talking
say
about.
anything about raising or lowering the dice.
That's what those status effects do. Is they lower the thing by 1 die size.
Mm-hmm.
So it
which
does
status
that
effect is
and
this?
the status. I mean, what would it be? A poison?
Yeah, so that means that you're muddled, which like maybe the sunburn does just like kind of bake your brain a little. The pain is so distracting that it's causing a little brain fuzz.
Right.
All right. Good to know now.
I think sunburn is technically a first-degree burn, not saying it should be included in the game, just cool knowledge about it. Okay. That's your Ben fact for today.
I see the status effects at the bottom, by the way. It actually tells you it is 1 negative die, but you're taking it because of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
I did
we
not know
don't
that.
have the spell yet that can cure that.
That's cool.
Okay.
There's one that can postpone, however.
I don't have to
For
think
6
very
rounds.
much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's carry on then. So that all happens, and you all set out, and eventually you reach the town of Cuden. It's a dusty desert town. There's, clay buildings everywhere. You see tumbleweed kind of drift through every now and then. There's like one person playing a slow song on their guitar, every 3 blocks, that sort of thing.
How close to the mountains look?
They're actually pretty close. And this is where your guide, who I don't think he ever introduced himself, will be departing. I hope you have safe travels.
You as well, my friend.
Yep. And
Thanks,
I'm as
Rick.
good at maps as I was.
Thanks, Rick.
Whatever.
Interesting.
No, Rick was the other guy.
I know.
It's it's not important now.
My head hurts. I'm
Clay.
sorry.
Whatever. Anyways, the one interesting thing about this town is that there appears to be a set of gondolas stretching out from the far side of the city, rising into the distance that go up and over the mountains as best as you can tell.
That sounds incredibly useful.
Unfortunately,
Probably super expensive.
they're not moving.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
broken.
head toward where their station is on this side.
I'm going
Okay.
with Jen.
I think we all just go with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do, and you see this it's been a lot of guys lately. Yeah, you see this woman who's just kind of like leaning back on a chair, got this like big hat tipped over her face, and next to her is slapped on kind of like the window of the complex housing these gondolas is a sign that just says like out of order. She seems to be taking a snooze.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Howdy. Do you have any idea when the gondolas might be back in order?
Oh, well. It's kind of nasty business. Can I get a D100 check?
I will roll it. 30.
30. Fun. Turns out there's some maintenance being done further in. Keep on sending people out. They don't come back.
Like on the other side of the mountain?
Oh, it's a ways in. Might be able to reach it on foot in a day if you head out.
So
Are you planning on sending?
What kind of maintenance was getting done?
Oh, you know, usual routine stuff. Need to climb up a pole, tighten some bolts, getting a little wiggly. Know what I mean?
No.
When were you planning on setting out your next team?
Well, I don't know. Way I hear it, little Mr. Trying to think of a good way to say she wants money. Does somebody have like a money related name? I don't know what the currency name here is.
Gold.
Benjamin.
My name should be known. My last name.
Little,
You're not that important of a noble,
maybe,
damn it.
maybe if I get a little visit from something sparkly, I might be able to.
We're all out of moon dust.
Engines.
We don't have any more moon dust. Sorry.
Look,
Yeah, Trixie got all of that.
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do here. I really do. But what I was planning on offering was going to be escorting someone, your next maintenance guy, to wherever the maintenance has to be done. Make sure that they don't, get killed or missing along the way, in exchange for gondola tickets.
I can just do the work. I'm a repairman on the side.
Or we could just cross the mountains.
Can you at least show us on the map where the maintenance is getting done? I'll hold her up the map I've been using.
She takes the map and puts it down on a nearby table that just happens to be there. And she points to the spot. Well, I hear it's around here, right? And if you go talk to Kichira Livis, you might be able to find out a bit more. But way I hear, some of the rumors coming back from up in the mountains, some say there's an evil demon picking off the crew one by one after Mr. Livis made a deal with a metanol, trying to chase after its sweet, sweet liquor.
Did this demon offer like special magical items before doing this?
Wow, it's just a rumor I heard. Don't know if anything's to it.
Saphira, does your book say anything about demons? If it says we have to fight it, I'm not going that way.
No, but there's some stuff on demonology, but yeah, I'm like considering like maybe we don't need the gondolas, and I look up demonology in my book to see what he's talking about.
Go ahead and roll int.
10.
With a 10, you do indeed find the information for a metanol. It is a demon who it produces this liquor that is extremely addictive, but also basically destroys your brain. I didn't write this. Any similarities to the Wednesday night game, purely coincidental.
Pretty much, it's like a poison, but it says it's a drink, and stop thinking. Right.
So don't drink.
That alcohol.
Yeah.
But drink water.
So wait, it's ticked off because somebody stole this drink from it?
Well,
according to the stories?
Nah, according to the telling I heard, Mr. Lavis, he was getting a little thirsty for some of that nectar. Made a deal with Noel. Said he'd send some of us fine folks into the mountains. Then they just never needed to come back. A lot of people looking for work around here. He's over in the main office building, 3 blocks down. Take a left at the at the guy playing the banjo and then just keep on heading straight. That's just
Which
Tim.
one?
He's fine. He's a fine fella.
Which banjo player?
Tim. He's a fine fella.
Let's go listen to him play banjo. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say I will reach through this computer and strangle you with your own beard.
Just gonna ask
Why do you
every
seem so
single banjo
entertained by all
player.
this?
Are you Tim?
Do you actually go then?
Yeah, let's go talk to Livis, whatever his name was.
Yeah. You
Lyman.
all get to the office building,
Liza?
and it takes some talking. You have to go through a couple layers of bureaucracy, but to keep things quick, you do eventually reach the offices of Mr. Livis. And indeed, he's kind of like slumped over his desk. He's kind of got his hand in his head.
Push open the door.
Excuse me, Mr. Livis. I am.
What's up?
Hi, I'm Sulthira Set. You've probably heard of my dad, and I'm going to show him my kind of documents that say who I am. And be like, and we're gonna fix your gondola problem, or at least investigate it.
Yeah, I've heard of your family. Okay.
I'd hope so. Can I roll?
Do you know why they are?
Why don't you roll a
coming back?
D100?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could use my feet.
Yeah, okay, so if you're gonna ask to use your feet for what?
My etiquette feat to leave a positive impression on someone
Gotcha.
of high rank or status.
Roll that. Nessa, you roll the D100.
Nine.
Okay. You leave a positive impression.
54.
54. Okay. And sorry, remind me what you did for the positive impression?
I pretty much get him to respect my name and make him a little bit more friendly and respectful to us at the beginning of the conversation.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting one of the sets here today. How can I help y'all?
Well, and I look to Jen and Brom.
Well, you can tell us why you've been sending up repair crews despite there being a demon up there.
Demon? I don't know.
Allegedly, you sent it people as a sacrifice in return for some of its booze.
No.
Is there any truth to this allegation?
No, it's that that alpine dragon. At least that's what some of the people coming back told me. Is one guy escaped.
What's an alpine dragon?
Carlos.
Very,
escaped.
very dangerous, very, very powerful dragon.
Yeah, he said he
pretty
didn't
much
quite get the whole picture. Didn't quite see the whole thing, but it was looked like a dragon, right? Really scary.
Are they bad?
Yeah, something about disrespecting the nature and, just bad stuff, right?
Are you okay?
Does he have any
A
drinks
bit
on
of
his desk?
A bit of a headache, Yeah, so
Wait, are you drinking the stuff that I looked up? Forgot the name of already.
So it does indeed smell like alcohol in here. You can't, based on looking around, get any sense of whether it's metanol alcohol or not.
Is there a glass that has more than half full still in the room?
There is... Yeah, sure. I'm just sitting there on his desk.
Quick, Rob, drink it. Let's see if it reduces your intelligence.
Yes,
No.
drink that highly addictive liquid. This can't end well.
I'm gonna create ice
Has-
cube
Has
and water
Sulthira,
that shit down.
has Sulthira had alcohol?
No.
Okay. So...
If you reach for that, I will slap it out of your hand so fast.
I'm not reaching for it. I've conjured an ice cube in my hand, and I'm going to put it in there to water it down so that if he takes another sip, he doesn't get worse.
Yeah, you managed to do that without his notice.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Well, one way or another, I think you've got a problem near your one of your gondola posts.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
No, that's Jim.
Oh. Sorry, I thought you said your name was Sherlock.
You don't even seem like you care.
Anyway.
There's so much money here in this town.
Anyway, I think we should probably go take a look at the problem, and we'll
Not if
see
there's
if
a
we can.
dragon out there.
I don't intend to fight a dragon.
Okay, before you go out to the work site, though, man, I'm being slow on names today. Durgan downstairs. He's gonna need you to sign some papers, and it's just this whole thing, because otherwise you're trespassing, can sue the shit off my pants. Not that I know why you do that, but...
Wait, we
I
can
mean,
sue
for
you
money.
if we trespass?
I mean, sorry, no, I wasn't supposed to say that. I mean, no, nope, you need to go to Dirtus downstairs and sign the things, or else you'll be trespassing, and that's bad.
But then we can
Urgent
sue you.
Dirtus. Got him.
I don't know what you're talking about, young lady.
All right, we're gonna dirge
Fine.
and sign the things,
Dirge.
and then
Durgin. That's his
Durgan.
name. Oh, Triple D.
So
then-
we.
Go
Yeah, we
ahead.
do that.
It's Dirdis, as in like dir and then dis.
Dirtus.
Yes. Not that it matters that much, but
Hey Jen, you're gonna go first. If that dragon starts attacking, I'm out.
Dragons talk, so maybe it's just, we can
Reason
negotiate
with
or
it?
something.
I will go talk to it. I will go first. It's
Because
fine.
we've been doing so well at negotiating.
What do dragons eat?
I mean, we're 1 for 2.
okay. So you all, you go down and sign the papers, right?
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna sue this guy.
Jen-
No,
not Jen.
I'm
Brom,
kidding.
do you
I
even know
said-
what suing is?
No, but he said we can sue him and make money.
It's not anything close to lumberjacking.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll sign it.
But he said we could make a lot of money.
Jen, are you signing it?
Yes.
I've only
All
got
right.
like 8 gold left, guys.
I'm just saying, if Jen signs it and he passes up this chance for money, it's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. If everyone's convinced, I'm not going to do the role playing it. You all sign your
Yeah.
papers
Yep.
and head out to the mountains. And that is a little louder than I wanted it to be. But can I get a perception roll from whoever is in front, really?
What's perception?
It is
A spirit int.
Yeah.
I got it. 15.
15. Okay, that is a good roll.
Yep.
So you're on the lookout as you're heading out into the desert, and you begin climbing the mountain slopes. You see the rising poles holding the gondola tracks along your side, and you feel the dusty desert wind racing up the slopes. And as you're approaching the site of the where the repairs need to be made, you notice from a ways off that there seems to be something rustling in distant bushes. It's worth noting that the terrain has changed considerably. Now you're in a much more alpine, mountainy type situation where there's kind of narrow paths and you have to really hike. There's occasional shrubbery, not a lot.
Higher DC and our stuff doesn't apply.
I will kind of say to whatever's in the bushes, hello.
You hear some more and then some footprints going in the opposite direction away from you.
I don't think it wanted to talk.
Something there?
Yes, and it ran away when I tried to hail it. That's either a sign that it doesn't want anything to do with us, or we're going to get ambushed later. One of the two.
Since you rolled so high on your perception, as you're listening to it run away, you catch that it has 4 feet.
I can also tell you it has 4 legs.
So it could be a deer,
So
a
it's faster than us.
donkey.
A dragon.
Dragons have 4 legs,
Some
They
of them
can be
do.
small.
but why would it
Actually,
run
have
away
18.
from it?
Huh?
I'm joking.
Maybe it's scared of us, but let's just keep going.
Could be a
My
rabbit.
feet kind of hurt walking through these rocks.
Nothing for it. I think we just have to press on.
Yeah.
As you continue to get closer, Jin, since your senses are kind of still up, can I get? Well, let's just get rolls from everybody, but you can do at a +2 for the group, since you're all so on edge.
So we're rolling end spirit.
Yep.
So everybody rolls.
Everybody rolls with a +2.
Nice.
Numbers. In
11.
Ooh, that's really bad. Fucking end spirit. I rolled a goddamn 6.
See, y'all roll bad. I have 8. I have an 8. It's not great, but
I was
8.
1 off from a fumble. So I got 5 total.
I was really close to a fumble. I got double 2s.
2-1.
Nessa, you don't know where from, but you feel some eyes on you as you continue.
We're being watched.
By what? That thing with 4 legs or something else?
I don't know. We're being watched. I don't know from where, but we're definitely being watched.
Hello.
No response.
Is there a general area where we're sensing right now?
Can we help you?
No
Is there
response.
a targetable area where we're sensing? That's my question.
So it's just kind of like around. You all didn't roll high enough on your perception check to know precisely where they were.
We come in peace.
Can I get an int spirit check for diplomacy?
Nine.
You hear the soft rustle of some leaves being shoved aside, and you suddenly hear some soft footsteps and kind of like almost sense a heated breath from behind you.
Hi there. My name's Nessa.
You
Is there
kind of
something right
like,
behind us?
yeah, you like turn around and see behind you, kind of in this shadowy area, these 2 piercing red eyes looking at you. What does it want?
How high are these eyes in the air?
They're about 3 feet.
Okay.
We've come to investigate what's happened to the other people who've come up here.
Happened.
What's that even mean?
Are they dead, or did you scare them off, or...
They have been disposed of.
Any reason why?
The humans. They trespass in our home. They cause noises. At all hours, they scare away prey. So
We
then,
signed papers to be here.
they become our
Must-
prey.
I'm just gonna smack Saltira on the back of the head for that one.
What's your name?
This thing steps out a little bit more, and I'm going to turn to the correct page of my notes, or of the book, to make sure that I describe it correctly. And of course, I can't see the spot where I wrote down where it is. So I have a couple things to turn through. Side note, I don't know what kind of paper this book is using, but it just does not agree with the like thin layer of sweat on my hands from the like studio lights
Lighting.
and stuff like that. Here we go. So it's a large cat with 2 tails, and it seems to have like kind of a sort of aura of burning hate to it.
Does it look big enough to eat people?
Like a Nekomata.
Go ahead and roll an int Solthira.
9. Number of the day.
With a 9, you do roll well enough to recognize this from your studies as a demon cat. You know of them that they have a burning hatred for humans, and it is said that long ago they were placed by a god to guard a certain artifact, but when a man stole it, they turned against humans forever.
Did you repeat this to the rest of us?
Yes, I do. I'll let you guys know what it is.
You say you seem to dislike humans.
Yes. Deeply.
Well, what if I told you that if you keep attacking them, only more will appear?
That is good for us. Gives us more food.
Really? What if they keep scaring things off? What if stronger ones come and start fighting and hurting you?
We have not seen any of these humans that are strong enough to stand up to us.
Do you know what the artifact was that was stolen? Can we like get it back for you?
That was a long time ago in our history.
Like maybe it was a really cool
pass it-
backpack.
I'm going to have you roll a luck check.
Which is
Just a D100.
Why don't we tell him the artifact is in the backpack?
trap him in the
Just go check it there.
As
Get
you
out,
like,
can't get out from the inside. You said.
Solthira, as you have that thought,
Yeah.
3 more of them appear from nearby bushes. They're kind of like encircling you right now.
63.
That is not what we had lost. No.
A giant extendo ladder?
Was the number 69?
Go ahead and roll a luck.
I feel like a cat might be more interested in the ladder than the backpack, although backpack is a form of box.
Something to go in, yeah.
57. Nope.
No, that is not it either. What we are missing is a certain stone.
Is it
Mother-
sentient
Fucker.
and really hard?
It is many things. It is dangerous as well.
Did a little girl with a sparkly dress steal it?
We tell stories of the one who stole it. A figure associated with the moon.
Yeah, we're kind of in a rush. We don't have time for stories right now.
Does she have a wand?
Yeah,
with
they
the
told us we
crescent
could do
moon on it?
stories.
Oh my god, you guys could role play things for 3 million years, but when something actually relevant happens, the fuck, guys?
JK, continue.
We're gonna need to skip cutscene here. Press
Okay,
X,
so-
X.
Yeah, you pull up the menu and skip cutscene, and then you find yourself surrounded by three of these corpses. No,
We did
And
it.
Trixie is.
Tilly. Tilly.
And Tilly is just floating above us with glowing red eyes.
Yeah, final boss music is playing.
You don't know how you got here.
It's playing for these creatures right now.
We tell a story of an evil witch. She dealt in arcane magic
Oh my god, is that me?
and was
No, it's fucking Tilly.
and stood 7 feet tall.
Okay, maybe not Tilly,
That's
maybe
new.
like Tilly's mother.
She coveted what this god had and waited for a moment to take it. She was a collector of sorts.
Tilly.
Anyways, she took it from us as we were sleeping, catnaps and all that. And
Fucking cats.
because of that, our god, Nekoto, cast us out.
I can tell you a really easy way to get it back.
What
You
is
need
that?
to find some moon dust.
What is this? Moon dust.
Can be used as glitter.
Glitter.
I'll show them a
Sparkly
picture
powder.
in my book of knowledge of what moon dust is in glitter form.
Looks just like this. See? Spark.
If you have it, she will be attracted to you like a moth to a flame.
It just shows up.
You mean pretty purp? powder. Yes.
That sounds about right, yes.
They kind of look at each other and then look back at you. I believe we might be able to find some. But first, I must ask, why should we let you escape with this knowledge?
Because we just gave you information, which is knowledge for you. It's a trade.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy. First person who opened their mouth.
Thanks, Althera.
Spirit in, right?
Yeah, I'll give you a +2.
I
Just
literally
'cause-
have negotiation as a class feature, and meanwhile, boom, everybody talks over it. Thanks.
9.
Is that with the +2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll to assist at least.
I'm letting him get away with it.
Okay.
Very well.
I can fuck it up if you want.
But only if you let us know show us how we trade this pretty pear powder for what we covet.
Well, you need a jar of the stuff, and then just... I suppose it might be difficult getting into a town, but we've just found her at every inn we've found so far when we have some kind of glittery stuff.
Moo,
in our...
do you still have what we took off that other party? And one of the other cats just kind of like digs into its mane after turning its neck and then comes out with a little jar with a cork stopper in its mouth with yet more moon powder.
So we just do it for him.
We can do it for you if you'd like.
Why should we trust you with the pretty pear powder? It is
You've trusted us so far.
precious to us.
I mean, because otherwise you're just gonna kill us.
Well,
So
how
humans have stolen from us before.
How about we do a temporary trade? We can give you this really cool extendo ladder, and then when we come back with the stone, you can give us the ladder back and we'll give you the stone.
Brahm turns to Nessa. Well, what if we need that ladder though?
To trade powder?
Well, no. Like, what if we need it? Like, we're up in a mountain. We need to climb down something.
That's what I'm saying.
or-
When we come back to give them the stone, we trade it back.
Right, but to get back down this,
We didn't need it
Path.
to get up the path?
that's true.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy.
Shit. Oh.
Have fun, you guys.
10. So close to a crit. 2 5s on 2d6s.
We do not accept deals with tricksy humans.
Gonna pull out the ladder.
I'm going to imagine you're doing this like Aang with like the carnival music playing in the background.
How about
Hold on.
how about
Hold on. Okay, sorry, you can go ahead.
how about a bag that is large enough that literally all of you would fit in it? We leave that temporarily until we get
Test it
you a
out.
rock.
Wait, if you put it on the ground and make it like a square,
It's a box.
They'll
Yeah.
just go into it.
yeah, just do
Yeah,
that.
they don't trust you. You're humans.
Just
Yeah,
put it
but-
on the ground and let's walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my secret. I've been a vampire this whole time. No.
I break the ladder in half and stake you through the heart.
No. I, Shu, will follow you from the rooftops into this town, along with Mu and Wu. Us three will watch. We will bring this person who we are making the trade with out into the streets. We will come down to greet you, and we will perform the exchange there.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. Just as long as I get a promise from you not to hurt any innocent townspeople.
As long as they don't get in our way, we will hurt no one.
Good enough for me.
All right, we go back to town.
Can we make a caveat that if Tilly shows up, that they can like off her and give us whatever she's got on her?
We loot the body.
I no.
can't find her the
I'd
bodies.
rather not be. I'd rather not partake in murder.
Also, I don't want to be there for that boss on boss fight.
Yeah, also that.
I mean, Tilly did steal from them.
Yes, but I don't want to be in the town while that fight's happening.
I also don't want that fight to be in town.
Tilly just like
Collateral damage.
Tilly eyes just go pure milk white, and she just gets lightning sparking all around her. Yeah.
And she holds up her hand and says, "Pull my finger."
And then
there's an inside joke that no one's gonna get.
explosion goes off.
Okay, back in Cannonland. So you all
So we descend the mountain into town.
Yeah, you all descend the mountain into town, and the sun has set by this point. Where do you go looking for Tilly Chimblewaltz?
The inn.
Yeah.
we just hang out and she pops in.
You go to the inn, and indeed, she greets you. Another, "Hey guys, come here, I got a spot. I got food for all of you."
Well, thanks.
We're expecting you, kind of.
Well, of course, you're my travel buddies.
I'm just gonna look at Jen.
So Tilly, we actually, I'll go sit next to her and start. Like, if she's already eating, I'll start eating as well. So we have a couple friends outside who might have more of that moon dust you're looking for, or at least some kind of glitter.
To be clear, you three have bowls of like chowder sitting, or four.
Chowder.
You all have chowder bowls sitting in your respective spots. Tilly also does. Yours are steaming. Hers isn't.
Fuck it, I ate it.
You also notice that a fly landed in hers. But yeah, you eat it. It's chowder.
Cool. We've got some friends outside who have another jar of that moon dust you seem so fond of.
Oh, really? What kind of friends?
Big cats?
Big cats.
Yeah.
You say.
Yeah, we told them
Big
about
cats.
your stone.
I feel like this would have been the time that, Jen, you complain about negotiations and stuff. Like, maybe we don't tell her that the cats that she stole from are here to.
I'll tell you how to play your character.
Ah, it's fine.
No, like this is like this is Brahm. Like Brahm.
I'll tell you.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
there
want
you go.
this to be overheard?
No, like it would be Brahm would be like whispering it to him, like, hey, like, you know how you kind of say that we always jump in front of you and stuff because you're a negotiator. We get that, but Saphira, and especially Saphira, has a big mouth. This would have been a negotiation time, right?
Do you want to lie to the potentially millennia old magic user? Because I don't.
I mean, I would try.
This guy's a bandit.
I am going to bet. I'm going to hedge my bet on the. Or not hedge my bet. I'm going to bet on her lust for moon dust being greater than her dislike of these cats.
Okay, that's true, and it would actually seem better. I like your thought because if correct me if I'm wrong, you're thinking that if we lie to her, it looks like we're accomplices, whereas if you just tell her the truth, it looks like you're just trying to get her the moon dust.
Exactly.
Okay,
So honestly,
never
I'm
mind.
just trying to get her the moon dust and get them the rock. It's like, this is trade 101. You got something I want, I got something you want. Let's exchange it. Boom, everybody's happy.
Yeah, Brahm kind of like elbows you, and he's like, "Yeah, you're right," and he just starts eating his chowder.
Yeah.
So anyway,
as you all
they apparently.
As you all are
But-
like talking, discussing, you notice the lights kind of dim a little, and you hear Tilly say, "It's not polite to keep a lady waiting."
Sorry
Really
about
not,
that.
guys.
Sorry.
Anyways, you're talking about a trade with some cats.
Yes, you seem to have I'm forgetting what you called it. The rock that could write into things.
The Splicket.
The splicket. I think they wanted your splicket, and they've got a big old jar of, I think, purple moon dust, if I remember correctly.
Oh, some big ol' cats want to split it. They're willing to trade moon dust. You don't
Exactly.
say. Go ahead and roll an int spirit.
Is this negotiation?
This is negotiation.
Okay, cool. I got +1. And I am feeling inspired. 7? I rolled bad, guys. I rolled real bad. There goes my mana.
Are you saying that there's some of those big cats waiting outside? Take my split?
I mean, in exchange for the moon dust,
Exchange
yes.
for the dust.
Why don't you go check on them? Right now. I'll wait here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
I'm gonna stay with Brom and Tilly.
I'll go check.
They're probably dead.
Yeah, you go outside and there are giant... Actually, you know what? There are squirrel skeletons sitting on the rooftops. And a little jar of moon dust.
I'm gonna grab the jar of moon dust and come back inside.
So,
Yes, my nose Jin's a little pale, but otherwise, like, looks like kind of just, like his usual facial expression. Like, oh yeah.
Where's the
I'm-
cats?
yeah, Jin.
They
Where's the
had to
cats?
leave.
Oh, that's too bad.
Did they leave the moon dust though?
I hold up the jar.
Oh,
Yep.
Then that's fine. That's all we needed.
Well, let's just trade her then.
They were scaredy cats.
Might we trade for the split?
Well, you know I'm always willing to deal. Just remember, there are no returns.
Wait, do you have anything else better then?
Brom.
Wait. So are you saying that you steal from people and you won't give them their stuff back, even if they try and trade for
Oh
it?
no, I don't steal from anybody. I just find stuff on my journeys.
I mean, she hasn't stole from us.
There's lots of cool stuff in the world if you go look around.
Is she the personification of every Skyrim character?
Oh boy. Reset. Oh, good day to see.
I have so many
Infinite
wheels of
magical
cheese.
power, takes everything that isn't nailed down, does not feel bad about it.
Yeah, how many wheels
Good
of
day,
cheese
traveler.
does
I
she
stole
have
and
in
killed
her
everybody
bag?
yesterday.
She don't ask to see a lady's pocket.
I didn't ask to see in it. I was just wondering how many wheels of cheese you had.
I'll trade for the split, please.
Okay. Just remember what I said.
Oh yeah,
Jin.
Who trades these backsies? Got it.
Brom's picking up what she's putting down.
Jen, I don't think you're supposed to give that back to them.
I don't think you're gonna ever give it back to them. I don't think they're there anymore.
I'm scared, guys.
I like hand shaking, puts it in pocket.
You know,
Okay.
That's your
I wasn't
splicket now.
expecting to get 2 of these today.
Okay.
I think that has to be more than just glitter. What's going on?
Did you do another trade with someone else?
Oh, nothing. Sorry. I must have let my thoughts wander there for a second. Anyways, the lights suddenly burst into much brighter than they were before. Anyways, I hope you guys are really happy about the trade that we could do today. I'm feeling like such a capitalist. How about you, Jin?
Capitalism. Oh.
Safe travels. I hope to see you all again someday. Bring more
Yeah.
moon dust.
See you next time we have moon dust.
Bye.
I don't think there's not another village, is there?
I checked the maps. Is there another village between here and the destination?
Heart you too, Ben. So
Well, I think I've decided what my question's gonna be.
What What is this world and how do I get out of it?
How do I kill?
So you all head back to this place where you had met the other demon cat. There's only one left. And it's pitch black now, like it is complete dark. So
Pure crystal light.
can I get some travel checks from you all?
Like directional checks?
So this is same
Movement?
roll,
Movement
same
or-
difficulty.
You want movement or direction?
Let's do movement.
They're both called travel checks.
Let's do movement,
Well-
and let's keep it at 12.
Fail. Let's see if I fumble.
Fumble is only if you get double ones.
Yep, I don't fumble. It's auto fail though.
You could roll a crit. That auto succeeds.
I could roll a crit.
We're
Actually,
mountains,
auto
right?
crit succeeds. Yes,
Yeah.
we are in alpine territory.
Alpine or mountain?
Mm.
Is that different?
Yes. Alpine is much worse.
Okay, yeah, it's mountain.
It's the level 5 terrain.
Whenever I think alpine, I think like the rolling hills of like Norway or whatever.
So we head up there. I failed my
13.
travel check, as per always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you two have a hard time of it. You bump your knees on every rock and trip multiple times, just getting scrapes all up and down your body, and take the usual penalties.
We just have half HP when traveling. This is how it is. That is my max. I can't do these.
Rom turns around and goes, "You got to get one of these," and he takes the mountain stick and
Straps himself on the
changes
foot.
size. I made exactly a 12.
Yeah, I might have made the map before I made the before I figured out the leveling scheme. Anyways, so you get to the area of the trade, and the remaining demon cat, whose name is Lou, comes out. So, I see you did not come with any of my companions. Where are they?
They just didn't come back on their own.
Yeah,
They-
they left.
Jen said
Guys.
that they left.
Yeah, you said they left.
Oh, right. They're all mistaken. I think your friends are the witch who held the stone was even more terrifying than expected.
What happened?
Bad news. I don't think your friends are coming back. Good news. We got you your rock.
What happened, Jen?
Yeah.
I know I
I
talked
was-
about it.
I was joking when I said that they were scaredy cats and ran off and probably died.
Did you get that bottle of Mindust from?
I can tell you, outside there were not any demon cats. There were just a couple of squirrel skeletons.
I'm gonna grab the bag of holding and open it.
Okay.
Are the demon cats inside?
No.
Are there squirrel skeletons inside?
Oh, there's still squirrel skeletons.
Pull them all out.
Why is this Tilly's voice?
Billy's the DM, guys. I'm gonna take out the splicket and kind of hold it out. Be careful. I think this thing brings bad luck.
Oh, it's about to bring bad luck indeed.
What?
You can have it if you want.
The demon cat bounces, and we're in combat.
Aw.
You killed its friends.
right.
We did
I
not.
killed its friends! The crazy witch killed its friends!
It thinks you
What?
killed its friends. So
taking a
why don't we get
5-1 before.
initiative from everyone?
Dexent, was it?
Yep.
Ooh.
By the way, there are
Nice.
vampires in this world.
Noted. We figured out that problem. That's
Yeah.
a solved issue.
14.
Nessa is definitely a vampire then.
Oh.
That was a joke. That's a joke.
Okay.
I'm also at half mana and half life
I'm worse.
Why are you at half mana?
Wow.
because I tried to concentrate
Oh.
on a check
Why
earlier
didn't
and
you
I
use
still
one of your
failed
fumble points?
because I forgot I had those.
Okay. Can I get Nessa?
14.
Solf,
12.
Jin,
8.
and Braum.
10.
Gotcha.
Definitely not going to re-roll because that is literally 1 away from a crit on both my dice.
Yeah, luckily I get my +1 or it would have been a 9.
So next what we do during initiative is we figure out what items are scattered about. Since this is going to be our last encounter, probably.
Hopefully.
Unless you piss off Tilly.
Tilly?
Nah, so why don't we each pick 2 items? I will go first. There is a nest of human bones behind one of the bushes. Nessa?
There are squirrel skeletons and branches.
Okay. I was gonna come back on the second go around, but you can just keep that one. Solf.
There is a gently tilted rock that can stumble down through the battlefield if hit. Like a boulder, like an Indiana Jones boulder.
The boulder resents being told it's gentle. Jin?
Split it!
Rom?
Bop it.
There's a jar of moon dust. No, I'm just kidding. Come get it, Tilly.
Oh no.
There
Oh no.
there is a bag of catnip.
Legit. For my next one, there is a human head hanging off of a tree branch in warning. Solf?
The rest of that body is about 10 feet away in the shade of the tree, not be hidden at all.
Jin?
There is a patch of slick ice just downhill.
Braum?
Oh shit! I had something and I just
There's a
literally
puddle
lost
of pee underneath Brumna.
it. Yeah, there is a ladder against the tree.
Cool. So we got bones, we got squirrel skeletons, we got branches, we got a gently tilted boulder, we got the splicket catnip, a human head and the rest of the body, patch of ice, and a ladder. Who is going to be where? Nessa.
Front.
Jin.
Back.
See, Nessa was which color?
Yellow.
Jin, which color?
I was light blue.
Solf.
She's red in the front.
And you were magenta, right?
Red.
Yeah, red, magenta.
Braum?
They're the same thing in this scheme.
They're not the same.
I mean, Braum's
In this scheme of primary and white, yes.
Braum's gonna be up front, although I really want to say he's in the back and be like, I ain't fucking fighting. I told y'all. This motherfucker's got more than one hand.
This is not a dragon.
He does have more than one hand. We're dead.
Yeah, okay. So, first up is going to be Nessa.
I'm going to attack with my katana. I'm gonna just like going for a nice right to left slice. And figure out what things I'm rolling. Dex and strength.
I thought she said with her canteen.
I got a 13.
13. With a 13, you will hit.
And then I do 2 points of damage.
Traitors!
Stop!
Solthira.
Stab. 9 to hit.
Hit.
And it does.
Yep.
And 4 damage. Stabby of the stabby stab variety from my epee.
Brom?
I fight like Marth.
I mean, I'm gonna attack his ass. That is a 11,
That'll hit.
and then 8 points of damage.
Um, 8 points? Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a D8, right? Did I do that right?
Great Axe is a D8. It should be your strength roll.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So it's going to go for the obvious threat. Sorry, Brom.
Jin. Yep, I get it. Jin's
Can't
got the
even hit
sphincter.
Jin. Yeah, these are the right dice.
What?
For a 6 and misses. It just kind of like leaps at Brom, but it gets distracted by the sight of squirrel skeletons on the ground and like flinches, letting you dodge out of the way. Jin.
I'm going to use an object and feint. I'm going to shoot an arrow at the squirrel skeletons in front of it to kind of buckshot them up to cause a fainting action.
Okay.
Which, if I hit it, will reduce its initiative by 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. My rolls are bad tonight.
Can I get Nessa?
Oh, it's my turn again?
That object
Yep.
is removed off the field.
Sorry, which one was it?
The squirrel bones are off the field.
Gotcha.
That is a 11.
An 11 will hit.
And then... Apparently I only can roll 2 for damage. It's another 2.
Okay. Next up is Solthira.
I would like to position around him so that it kind of forces him to back onto the slick ice patch that's kind of downhill so that he becomes off balance.
Dex int.
Cool.
I'll just have that be against their initiative.
Okay. Dex int. 8.
Because is that a feint action, or are you just trying to use that to your advantage for attacking?
Let me double check what the meaning of feint is again.
If you hit them, you reduce their initiative and thus AC by 1.
Yes, I'm intending to inhibit him, so this is a feint maneuver.
Okay. That did not hit their initiative since there's rules for it. If it's supposed to be against some other number, let me know.
Initiative is your AC. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, it is going to be Brom's turn.
I feel like I see, Sophia and Jin playing on the battlefield, and like Rom isn't outwardly wanting to kill this thing as much as he is wanting to like stop it from killing, attacking us. So he's gonna try to like knock the ladder over and slow it down a bit.
So you make for that you make a normal attack if you're trying to do the feint option.
Okay.
If you're using an object, you get +1 bonus.
Oh, okay. So that's a 9.
I didn't add a +1 bonus to my object, which made it a 9, and I think that connects to its initiative.
Yep. So I will lower its initiative by 1 then.
Cool.
Ironically,
8.
I also made a 9. So with that
that'll knock
+1.
it down to 7. Okay. That means that Jin, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to once more try to do the same thing, except I'm not going to use an object for this. Max.
Come on, Jin.
I didn't fumble, but Max.
I will attack.
Okay. Nope. Demon Cap move below Jin.
Ah.
It is, however, going to attack for a Brom does a that hits you. It's a 7 and a 6.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Also
then
noticed a 13.
Yeah, my brain just was like, nah, can't do math. It's my day off. Get wrecked.
Like, that's a lot.
8 damage.
All right.
Now it's Nessa's turn.
12.
Yep.
Six damage.
Okay, that takes it out. So between all of your efforts to make it stand on the ice, lose its footing, kind of distract it with a ladder, and then some swift sword strikes and axe strikes and so on from the rest of you, you quickly dispatch this demon cat, and its body lies on the battlefield.
I'm going to try and harvest things from it.
You get a food.
I mean, I have trapping. I can take materials from defeated monsters.
Yeah, that's what you get. It has it right here. Materials, food, 1x.
Okay.
I feel like that's the outcome those things tried to get, but with the fight, but like.
Who's holding the splicket?
I am.
You feel some tingling, a pleased tingling at the back of your head.
I mean, Jin?
Okay, sorry.
You get this kind of sense that's like, why don't you go fix the gondola now, Jin? Why don't you go fix it?
I think we should
Sitting
go
right
fix the
there.
gondola now, guys.
Are you okay?
We're not gonna fix
Yeah,
it.
I'm
We're gonna
fine.
find someone to fix it. But yeah, let's go.
I mean,
Fuck the time,
I
Nessa. Honestly, I feel
repair.
way better now.
cool. So was this just like a hideout for those things?
Guess so.
I feel like I want to raid their shit.
Wipe the blood off.
Okay. You search around and you find yourself. I need to remember to multiply every number I think of by 4.
5 gold.
Huh?
6,000 gold.
What?
All right.
That's 1,500 for each of us.
Ron puts it all in his pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
Ostrich is gonna carry that shit.
I have
Cool.
money
Okay,
again.
so let's go. Okay, handyman, let's go fix the gondola.
Yep, let's go do this.
Okay. Yeah, you climb up the ladder. You fix it with your repair skills.
Okay.
Sure.
I have a repair kit.
Here,
Yeah,
I don't know how to use this, but you can.
I mean, it says it's a strength dex, but that's an
Um,
8 and an 8. So
Oh, do
do
you
you
have
want me to
Plus
roll?
one.
the repairability also?
Yeah.
We're kind of done with like the resource exhaustion portion
Oh.
of our campaign, so
Do you want-
He said we got it. Stop rolling, guys. He said we got it.
But I fumbled. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say maybe I should do it since I currently have a D10 in my dex.
nah.
Nice.
Let's just, with the time we have remaining, move on. So you all head back to town, presumably?
Gondola's fixed?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, I probably have to wait till morning to
Got to go out.
get to actually use it.
Hey Jen, can I see this blanket?
No. Sorry, I dropped it.
Oh, well, that was dumb. We almost
What?
died over that thing.
I mean, the things that we were interested in giving it to, they're gone. All it's good for is carving wood right now.
Yeah, I
But
know,
you said
that's
it
why
was
I wanted
cursed.
it.
Didn't you say it was cursed?
I mean, it seems like that. I mean, do you see every...
Where did you drop
Cat.
it? I'm gonna go try
What
and
if-
find it.
Yeah, what if some poor child picks that up and then they get the
No, wait,
curse?
no. I didn't drop it. It's here in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Why are you
That's
acting
weird.
so weird, Jen?
Can I see it?
Like you're just confused
slowly
about everything.
begrudgingly hands it over.
You feel the stone suddenly grow cold as it changes owners.
Jen, you're just staring. Stop. Okay.
Sorry, I got spaced out for a second. Let's go get the gondola.
Yeah. Is this a town that we're in?
Yeah, you have headed back officially to the town of Cuden. And you go back to the gondola, and it looks like it's closed for the night. You can take it tomorrow, probably. You just need to let people know that it's operational again.
Well, another night in the inn. Won't be too Don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, Brom feels like he needs to heal.
Yeah. You all walk in the inn, and like as you walk to your rooms, you pass by the dining area and you see Tilly there, and she just kind of like waves with a smile and she mouths at you, no takesies backsies for anyone who's audio only.
Yeah, Brom doesn't acknowledge her whatsoever and just goes to bed.
Okay. With that, the night passes, and why don't we fast forward to tomorrow where you all wake up and roll condition checks.
Right on. Slept in an inn. Got some health back. Let's roll a thingy thing with my 6s. Bam.
Ooh,
8.
damn it.
Plus the inn bonus. 9.
By the way, Brom, you don't since you have a condition, you need to have your status be above it for a day before it goes away.
When you say above it, what do you mean?
So
It has to be greater than a 4.
Yeah. If you roll above a 4, the status stops affecting you for today. And then if you roll it above a 4 tomorrow, it goes away. If you roll below a 4 tomorrow, it comes back.
Okay. So I got a 12.
Okay. With a 12. Yeah, you are not affected.
Okay.
I think that's actually like when you get bonus dice, right?
Yeah. It's 10 or above.
So that's not, so it's gone now, or?
No. Still,
okay.
It's still, you aren't affected by it, but
so you
it's
aren't taking
there.
the negative int anymore?
Okay.
Conditions pretty much last minimum 2 days.
I'll keep it down there then.
Okay. But which die are you increasing in size?
I feel like he's going to increase his strength, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like he needs some strength. He's like fucking cats and shit.
And Jin, what was yours? Again.
11.
Okay. Cool. So we're getting down to the home stretch. I'm going to bring up the world map. Just kind of give some context, I guess. So you all are... I'm like doing this through the thing, so I kind of have to like do it with what I can see on stream. It's this one? Nope, maybe it's the other one. Sorry. There we go. Cool. So you all are in this town right now, right? And these are the mountains that you're going to be crossing, and then you'll be going through a forest and then finally to the Hearthgrove, your final destination, where you will finally get to meet the All-Sage, the object of your journey, and ask him the questions that you have been waiting for so long. As mentioned, if anybody in the chat wants to add an additional question from their home village of Feast, feel free to go ahead. There's something for channel points, but like if you just want to throw one in at this point, like whatever. So...
It's sort of a loyalty bonus.
You're watching while it happens, so you just...
We'll remember who you are.
Also, just to
probably just
clarify, I don't think the channel bonus stuff's in there.
Oh, maybe it's turned off today. It's been turned off turned on the other days. So you all wake up and you head over to the gondola, and the same lady from yesterday is sitting there. Howdy! How y'all doing?
Much better than yesterday.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
That's good.
Are the gondolas up and running yet?
I mean, why would they be? Ain't nobody
fixed
them yet.
We fixed the one tower.
Oh! Wow, that's neat. Well, I'm gonna have to talk to the big boss man then, but why don't you all make yourselves comfy? Wait around for maybe an hour or two. See if we can't get this baby rolling.
Are you entertained by yourself or something?
I find myself to be quite the character.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an old siesta over here.
Got a big personality, but big heart too.
I'm gonna take the spigot
Okay.
and I'm gonna go to like the side wall of the building.
Mhm.
And I'm going to draw a cat face.
Okay. It is etched in there indelibly for the rest of time.
At least until the wall comes down.
Some time passes, and finally the gondola opens. You hear with a large and just like a bunch of mechanical noises as it begins turning and spinning slowly but surely, and the chairs begin moving once again. Normally we charge a bit to get across the mountains, but seeing as y'all helped us fix our little problem, I convinced the boss man to let y'all go for free, so...
He had to be convinced for us, the people who fixed it. And
So, Thera, thank you.
Okay.
Sick horses and mouths.
You all get on your chairs and begin the long, slow trek through the mountains. Time passes. You see a lot of beautiful sights. The sky is clear. There's some wind that kind of like sweeps across the slopes, and you see the clouds overhead as you like crest this one ridge. Their shadow slowly moving across these great mountainous terrain, and eventually you reach the exit station, which is unmanned, and you are in the forest outside of the World Hearth Forest, if I remember correctly. Heart Forest, something like that. Words are hard.
back in forest terrain, right on.
Yeah.
We can do this.
The old sage!
We can do
Can
this.
I get travel checks and navigation checks?
No! Yes! Respectively. I got a 6. Does that pass?
A 6 will... I don't know.
Direction check was, if with assistance, if successful assistance, it's a 10.
I successfully assisted.
Cool.
And then travel is or movement is.
Cool, here we go. Yeah, it is a 6.
Okay, I got a
Or
6.
nope, it is an 8.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Damn it!
It is an 8.
Wait,
I'm
what's
sorry.
an
The
8?
train is an
I'm
8.
excited!
I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm so
I failed.
sorry.
Let me just start with max with half HP, like the last half of the game.
I'm so sorry, but this is level 2 terrain. This isn't my fault anymore. It's all you.
This is level 3. Is it woods or
It's
deep
woods.
forest?
It's
Right
woods.
on.
8. You do eventually enter the deep forest, but
I don't know. We can't make it into the regular forest.
no, you can make
We
it.
trudge on.
Yeah. Can I get the navigation check?
It was a 10.
Okay, yeah, that passes. Did everybody resolve their travel checks?
Yes, I failed.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay, so you exactly pass.
Jin, are you doing it begrudgingly?
I'm having a bit of a hard time, yes, but I'm soldiering on as I always have.
Us city folk are struggling, man.
I just got a weak constitution. I
I
got grit, though.
Outside just sucks.
I got a little distracted playing with the spigot and accidentally like cut my hand open with it.
Oh. Once you get used to how to read the moss that grows on the trees, it's pretty easy to get around.
You
Oh,
feel
navigation's
a
easy.
hunger begin to grow inside you, Nessa.
I actually tripped getting off of the
Did I
gondola
just turn
'cause I've
myself
done that
into a
in real life
vampire?
and took some damage.
I'm gonna after she cuts her hand and like we help bind it up and stuff. I'm gonna pat her on the back twice and whisper such that only she can hear. It's all yours now.
Okay, so you all continue
Did I just
forward.
become Dio?
Dio! No.
It's I, Dio!
Guys, I can name an NPC.
So we get to the All Sages place.
Yeah,
And
you
the All
continue
Sage.
into the World Heart Forests, and the terrain changes suddenly. You go from like kind of this dense forest terrain, there are deers hopping through it, and you come across a rabbit, and then all of a sudden it turns into like this really deep woods type terrain. There's like you have to crawl over the thick trunks or thick roots of like 100-year-old trees, and you feel moss on all of the tree trunks that feels like ancient. Like it just feels ancient. And eventually you kind of like go in this direction that you all feel is forward. Like you just kind of feel this sort of calling, this tugging of your soul. And eventually the area opens up. You come into a clearing. And in this clearing, there's birds fluttering around that are more beautiful and splendiferous than any you've ever seen. There's like a fox curled up in the grass next to a rabbit. And then underneath the tree is this high school aged girl with a wand that ends in a sun. That ends in a sun. And she has long, flowing white hair and milky white eyes.
She looks like my age.
I think we found Tilly's sister.
Or the other half of her.
Greetings. What brings you into my chambers?
We're here to ask questions.
More travelers. It's been quite some time since I've seen any of you.
You're the All Sage, right?
Indeed.
That's Sophia, that's just one question.
She hasn't offered any questions yet. It's a formal thing.
We only get one question.
Don't worry, kind soul. I am understanding and will grant you the true question that you wish to ask. All of you.
Okay. Just watching out for you, Sophia, because that would have sucked.
Well, who wants to go first?
Jin, he knows his question.
I know my question.
I know my new question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, great All Sage. My family has served the Setneers for a long time. And that has been my path so far through life as well. My question is, would I do more good serving as an adjutant to another of their family? Or could I do more good in the world striking out on my own and doing good in my own way?
That was really his question, I say to Brahm.
Hey, Sophia, that was a really good question, actually.
I'm going to whisper to Sophia, I think he doesn't want to work for you anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for me, works for my dad.
An interesting prospect. I suggest that you look inside yourself, see what brings you the most joy and drives you the hardest, and with that answer you will find where you can bring the most good into the world.
Keeping Sophia away from other people.
I will bow and I will turn back.
As Jin's coming back, like Brown kind of looks at you, almost half cockeyed, and then looks back at Sophia and goes, "Did it just answer him with another journey for him? A journey inside?"
I believe she did.
Oh, I didn't just do this long, treacherous, multiple chances of death to come in here and be told to go on another journey.
Just tell you something.
Yeah, like Brahm is getting like hot.
I'm gonna walk up. Oh, great, All Sage. I'm gonna pull out Slick It.
The fuck is this?
What are the proper? What the fuck is?
Black tree.
A prank played by the gods after they tired of their toys. It's a sad story, but I believe one that might be coming to an end soon.
I'm just gonna set the rock down and walk away.
You do that? Yeah, you do that.
I'll step forward after Nessa.
Okay, so my question, when I become the
Advisor
for my own house, will I be able to overcome the strongest challenge that I will face in my career?
No.
I was gonna say it. No.
Everyone faces many challenges throughout their life. Some of them are small, but still not overcome. Some of them are large, and yet triumphed over easily. You will face many difficulties. Some of them you will overcome, and some of them will elude you until your grave.
Turns around, walks away.
Sorry. This just popped in my head. You all have a very troubled life filled with many misfortunes. Most of them self-inflicted.
Whatever. Your turn, Brahm.
So like Brahm's been pacing this whole time since like Jen came back with a half-ass answer. And like he's just like he's asking himself a bunch of questions. Well, what if I ask about like is my son going to be born healthy? Or well, what if I ask about is my wife going to make it through the pregnancy because you know sometimes people don't? And what if I ask about will my business be better? Like so, just back and forth a bunch of different questions. And like when Sophia comes up, he kind of stops for a second, and he's like, I don't know.
Brahm, just ask her if you're going to be happy or something.
But what if it tells me I'm going to be happy if I look inside and happiness is inside me, but I don't know how to look inside to find the happiness, which means I'm not going to be happy.
Just ask her if you're going to be happy.
I mean, why don't you just ask her your original question? Are you going to have a son?
I mean, that's obvious though. It's going to be a son. It's so he kind of like sighs and he walks up and he like first off, he kicks the fucking sphincter away from him.
No!
He's like, ugh, get away from here.
Yeah, so you go to kick the ground and it's not there.
Oh, he's like, he kicks that where it was. Oh shit, where'd he go?
Okay, I was planning on scurrying up there and grabbing it at some point, but holy shit, okay.
He's gone. And he's like, listen, we made this extremely long journey. We had to pass through, and I'm gonna cut it for the sake of time. He literally is like spilling the whole journey to her from when they first left, meeting Jack, the Neko goblins, he has given her the whole line, and he goes, and this whole time I thought I knew my question. I thought my question was going to be whether or not I was going to have a young, healthy boy born, but that's not my question anymore. My question is,
will Jin find a girlfriend?
Why though? No, I'm just kidding. Why
Who the fuck is Trilly? Who the fuck is Tilly?
Or really? Question mark? No. My question is, will we make it back safely? And will Jin, Sophia, and Nessa find happiness in what they have accomplished with this journey?
I'm sorry, I don't allow contractions in my answered questions.
he kind of pauses for a second. He goes, "What's a contraction?"
It's something like and or but or.
Oh, because like when I was reading through that book, that's not what a contraction was.
The index, Brom.
You see this like high school girl figure just kind of like.
Contractions are when you put an apostrophe. It's when you shorten a word like can not to can't.
Or no, conjunction. Sorry, I meant and or but.
Conjunction function.
So you're saying
I knew what Ian meant. He did say the wrong word, but Alex corrected it
you just
properly.
gotta think conjunction junction.
Okay,
What's the function?
So he's assuming you mean putting two questions in one.
Yeah, assume I said the right. Assume I said
Yeah,
the right.
yeah. So he says, "Okay," and he turns around and looks at the group, and he says, "Will they be happy?"
And just to make sure that I'm understanding, you're talking about
No.
Nessa, Sulthira, and Jin.
Yeah.
At times. Although a dark cloud looms over the head of one of you.
Over the what?
We all look up.
Which
You
one?
all
Which
look
one?
up for a second, and then you look down, and she's gone.
Wait, what'd you say? A dark cloud looms over the what?
Over
One of you.
us.
Oh, okay. And he goes,
I didn't look up when she said.
I don't give a shit what she says. We're all gonna be happy. Let's go home.
Can I find the splicket?
It was in your pocket the whole
I'm
time.
a halfling who took obsession ring of invisibility.
Brom, how come you didn't ask about your wife?
Because in the end, if I understood correctly, all her questions were, it's all inside of us anyways. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm going to make sure my wife's happy. I'm going to make sure my baby boy is born healthy. I'm going to make sure everything goes as it's supposed to go.
That's not true. Sulthira's was, yes, you'll go through some hurdles, but there are some that you won't figure out until you're really fucking old.
Yeah, it was a riddle, but fuck riddles.
To live forever, so I can figure out every problem.
I'm gonna put my hand on Brom's shoulder. I remember you had a question a couple of days ago about whether you were gonna be a better dad than your dad. And
right.
I can tell you, no Meiji bullshit whatsoever. You will be.
He kind of like puts his hand on your other shoulder, so it's like you're on one and he's on. Yeah, he's like, all right,
Like really lopsided because he's huge.
yeah. He's like, I appreciate that, as he kind of lifts you off the ground and walks with you. Let's go home.
Nessa's just gonna look back, and then look, and just say, I could go for a really rare steak.
Oh my god, I could totally use like literally anything on a plate right now. I'm tired of being outside. It's been like forest after mountain after forest.
When you slept in town most of the...
We're all gonna have a feast on my dad when we get back at the big long table.
Well, why can't it be on? You just made all that money. It could be on you.
Oh, I have to give this to my parents when I get back.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then they bicker off into the sunset.
Yeah, so this is where you all wander off into the sunset. Music swells, and the deep, burly-voiced narrator talks about futures and tomorrows and lessons. And you see Senna flying overhead in her, I guess she was a mink, right? Sailing overhead as a mink, a magic mink. Why don't...
turns to the camera, smiles. 2 new fags now.
Nessa does find the splicket in her bag later. But why don't we all say something that we hope for the futures of our characters? We'll start with Sulthira.
Sulthira grows up, and at age 26, 10 years from now, she becomes house advisor for House Setnir. And she hires Brom and offers Jin a position as vizier and invites Nessa to be the house chef as well as just a friend.
Okay. Jin?
Jin appreciates Solthira's offer, and he continues to mentor her for the next 10 years, but at that time, he goes off on another journey to bring together the kind of demi-human neco-goblins, the sentient slimes, the various McRoaches, and solve problems like that, trying to bring people together through mutually beneficial trade and whatnot.
I have one question. If you find blue, if you find moon dust, do you ever trade it for the ring?
God, no.
In 10 years, when Jin leaves, I kiss him on the cheek and wish him well before he goes.
He does come back to feast every now and then to give everyone his well wishes, but he spends most of his time on the road.
Okay.
I disappear through a portal.
Brahm, you have the stage.
Brahm makes it home, and first thing it happens is he makes it home just in time to see his wife give birth to his young little son and twin daughter that he names Brindis and Brandon and Brindis. And when he, you know, as he goes, he drops the job as in the lumberjack management field and takes Sophia up on her offer, as long as he gets to, you know,
you have your free time.
Yeah, as long as he gets a lot of free time.
You don't have an office.
He doesn't need an office. He just needs free time to spend with his kids, and he watches them grow up and, you know, raises them right.
Oh.
Imagine you're that guy, keep on payroll for a long time, and it's new people come in, they're like, why is that guy on payroll? And they just, without question, he stays there no matter what.
Right.
He's just grandfathered in, you know.
He's got tenure.
Yeah.
Nessa?
Nessa is going to also accept Solthira's offer. And she is going to pioneer some the most delicious meat pies that have ever been seen or tasted.
My God. What
Oh,
movie is this now?
Oh no! Oh
They're
no! I
not-
got that reference.
They're not people.
What movie is this now?
What are you done?
Make sure it's a barbershop and not a salon.
They're not people pies.
Oh, thank God.
Nico monkey pies.
And
Nico
every
monkey.
once in a while, she'll take out the
Split it.
the split and wonder what is it. She'll try and talk to
What
it sometimes.
the fuck?
Yeah. Just be like, what are you?
And maybe that's a story that'll have to wait for another day. But this is where we're going to leave. Ryuutama, A Journey's Tale. Thank you all
Oh my
who made
goodness.
it to the end.
That's the secret to the pie. Split it.
Split pie.
It's baked into every pie.
You have so much money!
Every now and then, Jin will come back to eat some of Nessa's pie.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh! Hold on. I've got... my phone's dead.
Sorry, I need to get one last one in there.
Somebody do an exclamation point, ship it.
I cannot do it.
My phone died.
Oh, I did the wrong one. Dang it.
Oh, I don't have it on here. Sorry.
Boo.
Boo. I thought I added it here. Maybe it's just like not far enough up, but no, it is. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. This is a fun game. It's a lot of good stuff. Do you guys want to give like parting thoughts on the system at all?
Yeah, honestly, it's been a long time since I played a tabletop game that had no sex in it. So
What does that have to do with the system?
I mean,
There was
some
plenty
slimy
of sex. It
There
just
was some
happened
slimy
off
sex.
camera.
This is the
not
first tabletop
care.
I've played in a while that has had only off-camera sex.
And no PC involvement.
No PC involvement. Is the key.
No PC involvement. It was different.
I, for one, really like this system. It's simple, it's easy, it's really light,
Great for
easy to learn,
storytelling.
easy to play.
Yeah, I feel like
It's very chill.
If you had more than 4 weeks worth of it, and so you could see more of the level character development, that's really what I would like to see, because the first 3 levels, just like in any system, are kind of low end.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see more of the level development.
Well, eventually our children will go to take the Splicket to Mount Boom.
Fulfira does not have children.
Yeah, I don't.
She creates creatures to do what she does.
The next generation that aren't necessarily their kids.
Yeah, but she helps
There you
takes care of Brindis, who's
They're
gotta
all,
find
it.
They're all just Brahms children. There are just 4 of them.
Yeah.
That was so
Every-
fucking fun to play a bunch of siblings.
You never let me carry the Splicket!
Mom likes me better.
Yeah, well, Dad gives me candy on the side!
He gives us all candy on the side. Okay, we need to stop this.
Your kids aren't invited to dinner. They stay at home with mom.
And then after a fade to black scene, you have to have one of those guys come on like Community and say, I'm the person who wrote the incest episode of...
As for me, things I really like about this system, I like... So whenever I play like Pathfinder and stuff like that in D&D, I always buy like the stupid flavor items, but like...
All of these are flavor items.
I get to use them, and like they're useful.
Like, I have an umbrella. It actually gives me a +1 in something.
Right?
Yeah. That's
Because
true.
I have soap and stuff on me anyway all the time on practically all of my characters except my druids that I play.
But I'm like, I feel like there's like an actual like more purpose to it rather than just like flavor.
Yeah. It gave purpose to a lot of items that are generally like RP and flavorful.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Like a sandwich
modifiers.
or a pillow.
Yeah.
I like the idea and philosophy behind the like non-combat exploration and the condition checks and such. And I think that's stuff that can be incorporated and thought of and considered in other tabletops as well, to incorporate a system like that. Like, how well do you get your rest at night, and based off your location, things like that. And like maybe you do wake up with a condition or a bonus or something. I think that's a fun way to, you know, where the DM can add a little fun contextual stuff. So this game's got a lot of great
Like,
tabletopping ideas.
You woke up, you rolled really poorly, you have a crick in your neck, and it bugs you for the entire day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you had a bad dream, and maybe you role play and describe that dream to the person, and they wake up with like, you know, if it's this system, you know, their end score is dropped, or if it's like another system, maybe they have a skill describe the problem.
For my part, like being serious about like how this system works, one of the interesting things that I noticed is that when I was planning, so you have this concept of like resource depletion as a way to make encounters in typical D&D land, you know, challenging and interesting without having to throw like level 20 god that deals 8d8 damage or whatever at the players. And in this system, the traveling and all that kind of stuff, it does it for you. So like, you know, we got into the fight with the demon cat at the very end there, and there was already some resource depletion that had happened, just a matter of like guys were traveling through tricky terrain. And while normally if you weren't getting into combat it wouldn't matter unless you weren't able to do your camping checks, like it helped provide some of that like different flavor to that sort of encounter. It made it a little bit more challenging than it might have been without having to earn it through 30 fights with Horde of Goblins.
Yeah. I mean, and adding on that, I felt like in the beginning, I was like, shoot, this is going to be really chunky. Like, you got to roll to wake up, you got to roll to travel, you got to roll to this and roll to that. But in the end, all of that tied in together pretty well to where you didn't really notice that as much as you would, playing like a D&D or a Pathfinder, and your fight taking, an hour to do one battle compared to you did a whole scene where you moved from one place to another and did a battle in half that time. Unless you're role-playing.
I've already modified and cannibalized the combat zone system for something I've run already, and it worked great. I really like that as a basic, keep people from worrying about, I'm in this square, I'm in this square, I'm in this square.
It's a visual additive for theater of the mind combat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's not good for super tactical stuff, but if you just want to have a fight that's not gonna that's in a basic arena already, you might as well just do this.
Part of the story needs to happen, but you don't want to waste time. That's a great move. I think my only criticism of this is some of the magic spells are a little too niche. I actually only used one spell effectively within the mechanics of the game. Everything else was RP.
Yeah.
This entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of noticed that while we were playing, or while I was doing planning, I guess. This game, combat is usually the thing that you center all of your stuff around, but in this game, it's no, you get +1s to stuff, and that's the nice thing that you get from items. And on the bright side, that allowed a lot of flexibility when I was like, what cool things does Tilly have? And I'd just be like, well, whatever it doesn't matter because you're not going to break the game because unless you add bonuses to getting around terrain, it doesn't really mess with stuff that much mechanically. You just modify how players are going to approach challenges in the future.
For sure.
Anyways,
Yeah, nothing else.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. So I hope all of those of you who stuck with us to the end enjoyed what you watched. It was fun. Come watch our other stuff on Wednesdays, and then also, Carter, you have stuff that you can talk about.
Yep. Come to twitch.tv/triumphant blunder Monday 7 p.m. Eastern for a campaign Curse of Strahd game. And within the next month, I'm hoping by mid-August, my Wandering Fools will be popping out Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, as well as Cataclysm AE Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then lastly, the Rebirth of Adelaide, Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern. All on twitch.tv, Triumphant Blunder.
And with that, we are going to sign off. So all of you stay awesome.